is that it's at the same time as TCTC. That was right on top of my forehead. Sorry, scrolling. But yeah, I love TCTC, so that almost worked. I gotta really find out where my box cutter went to. The ceramic one I bought. So this is a snake one. Reel in your destiny. So basically, you're trying to grab the snake, but not the eels. And I was just taking a picture. Oh, I took a picture of this because I thought it was funny. Everyone's so short except for Ray, and I could like spot her because she's so tall. I love her though. I love her. It was
it again, but not only did she do it again.
I do want to go to Breakout Con. It's the
Panda
and Phantom
show.
That was a seamless transition for the first time. I feel so accomplished.
Ladies and gentlemen, Panda's finally learned how to stream. Let's give Panda a hand. Yes, all the applause, applause. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, thank the Academy. Thank your friend. You've earned it.
Yes, after 190 episodes, I found Scene Collection.
It again, but not only did she do it again.
Yeah. So
yeah.
That just says
Actually, we're gonna go back in time since you put the starting soon screen on. So we'll just start this whole thing again.
That was for the VODs. I'm gonna cut it apart, okay? Dang. I do want to go to Breakout Con for Game Jams, but the problem is that it's at the same time as TCTC. That was right on top of my forehead. Sorry, scrolling. But yeah, I love TCTC. So, but when you put it, you know, on the cards, on the things, they look very cute. Scene Collection.
It again, but not only did she do it again.
Yeah. So
yeah.
That just says
Actually, we're gonna go back in time since you put the starting soon screen on. So we'll just.
So cute. They're little manatee heads that you're gonna have floating around. I was like, I mean, a bag of manatee heads does not sound cute. But when you put it, you know, on the cards, on the things, they look very cute.
It again, but not only did she do it again.
I do want to go to Breakout Con. It's the
Panda
and Phantom
show.
That was a seamless transition for the first time. I feel so accomplished.
Ladies and gentlemen, Panda's finally learned how to stream. Let's give Panda a hand. Yes, all the applause. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, thank the Academy. Thank your friend. You've earned it.
Yes, after 190. That almost worked. I gotta really find out where my box cutter went to. The ceramic one I bought. So this is a snake one. Reel in your destiny. So basically, you're trying to grab the snake, but not the eels. Okay. And as with all joiing games, can you put it back into the box?
That's the game after the game.
Exactly. So there's a bag. I do want to go to Breakout Con for Game Jams, but the problem is that it's at the same time as TCTC. That was right on top of my forehead. Sorry, scrolling. But yeah, I love TCTC. So I love her though. I love her. It was. And I was just taking a picture. Oh, I took a picture of this because I thought it was funny. Everyone's so short except for Ray, and I could like spot her because she's so tall. I love her though. I love her. I love TCTC. So cute. They're little manatee heads that you're gonna have floating around. I was like, I mean, a bag of manatee heads does not sound cute. But when you put it, you know, on the cards, on the things, they look very cute. And as with all joiing games, can you put it back into the box?
That's
What?
that's the game after the game.
Exactly. So there's a bag.
It again, but not only did she do it again.
I do want to go to Breakout Con. It's the
Panda
and Phantom
show.
That was a seamless transition for the first time. I feel so accomplished.
Ladies and gentlemen, Panda's finally learned how to stream. Let's give Panda a hand. Yes, all the applause, applause. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, thank the Academy. Thank your friend. You've earned it.
Yes, after 109 episodes, I finally got it timed perfectly. I do want to go to Breakout Con for Game Jams, but the problem is that it's at the same time as TCTC. That was right on top of my forehead. Sorry, scrolling. But yeah, I love TCTC, so I love her though. I love her. It was that almost worked. I gotta really find out where my box cutter went to. The ceramic one I bought. So this is a snake one. Reel in your destiny. So basically, you're trying to grab the snake, but not the eels. Okay. And as with all Oink games, can you put it back into the box?
That's the game after the game.
Exactly. So there's a bag. Okay, dang. So cute. They're little manatee heads that you're gonna have floating around. I was like, I mean, a bag of manatee heads does not sound cute. But when you put it, on the cards, on the things, they look very cute.
Panda's finally learned how to stream. Let's give Panda a hand. Yes, all the applause, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, thank the Academy. Thank your friend. You've earned it.
Yes, after 109 episodes, I finally got it timed perfectly.
It again, but not only did she do it again.
I do want to go to Breakout Con. It's the
Panda
and Phantom
show.
That was a seamless transition for the first time. I feel so accomplished.
Ladies and gentlemen, Panda's finally learned how to stream. Let's give Panda a hand. Yes, all the applause, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, thank the Academy. Thank your friend. You've earned it.
Yes, after 109. That almost worked. I gotta really find out where my box cutter went to. The ceramic one I bought. So this is a snake one. Reel in your destiny. So basically, you're trying to grab the snake, but not the eels. Okay. And as with all Oink games, can you put it back into the box? Hello everyone, I'm Amanda Panda. Welcome to my channel. How are you all doing today? For this episode, I have a special guest. It's Darren Reckner. Did I say your name right, by the way?
You did.
Okay, good.
It's me. I'm the special guest.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, everybody.
Yes. Darren is the designer of Supercollider amongst a whole bunch of other games. And so for this episode, we're going to go check it out. He's going to teach us how to play. We're going to play it. It's actually a pretty short game, so we might be able to get a second game played as well. And it's on Kickstarter right now. It's on Kickstarter right now with 2 other games from other designers as well through Valor Mountain Games. So that company is a publisher that's doing this all in one Kickstarter. So it's a lot of fun. You still have some time. Go check it out. I'll put the link into the chat for everybody. But yeah, how is it going? It's hot still, but not too bad. But we were talking before the live during the pre-check and everything that you had at least some water, some storm to cool you down, right?
We did, yeah. We had a big storm pop off. It hit like Friday, right at quitting time at work. So like,
hold on. You can't hear this? Cosmic Bee's doing the air horns, so I don't want it. Okay. Thank you, Cosmic Bee. Welcome in. I'll get that fixed, y'all, after Gen Con, but they can make some noises and add us and really disrupt things, but it's always fun because it's very interactive. But you were saying that you got a storm, which is a good thing and a bad thing, right?
It's a good thing and a bad thing. It hit at quitting time on Friday, and where I work, I can see the Ohio River and like the valley and see the storm coming in, and like I just grabbed my stuff and ran out the door to my car to beat the storm.
Oh
And it
wow.
hit pretty hard. It had flash flooding and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's just the way summer is, I guess. But
It's good that you had a storm to cool things down. It's bad for the flash flooding, right?
that part is bad.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. We
that's
have
the
the same
nature.
problem. Yeah. It's when you there's not that much rain and for a while and it comes down all at once and like in Southern California we're not used to it. So we don't have the infrastructure to
Yeah,
funnel it. So it's
yeah.
kind of
I
bad. Mhm.
I had a friend who lived in Southern California, and he'd like send me a picture of how beautiful the day was, and I would just send him pictures of water and be like, "Look what we have." So much of it. It just happens.
Yeah. Because you're in Ohio, right?
Yeah. Southwest Ohio, Cincinnati. So
Okay.
Cincinnati is where my co-designer Jason and Hager and myself are from, and then the publisher of this, Christopher High with Valor Mountain, is also from the Cincinnati area, and that's how we all connected years ago.
Oh, that's awesome. And thank you, Christopher, connecting us together through the emails so that I can have him on. I will be also having Chris Lawrence, who did Growing Groves in this Kickstarter, on at the end of the Kickstarter after Gen Con. So that's going to be fun as well. Um, hello, Steve. Crazy Steve. Welcome in. How are you doing? I'm like, do I know you? I don't think I know you. Sometimes I'm like, are you someone I already know or did you just find me? But welcome in either way. It's good to see you. Let me go over here so we can check out this Kickstarter. We were also talking about how to meet your favorite designers, it's a lot easier than to meet, I guess, an author or other celebrity types, right?
Yep.
There are book festivals and signings that you can meet your author in a smaller, controlled, less crowded environment. But when you go to someplace like Gen Con or Origins, uh, you're going to be walking by multiple designers and probably have no clue that they're right next to you, which is really funny.
I mean, that's just the if we think of games as art, like that's the nature of the art, right? It is
Mm-hmm.
an interactive art. So if you're a book reader, you interact with the book. Movie watcher, you interact with the movie. If you're a game player, you interact with everybody else.
Yeah.
So the fact that you could meet a game designer and play a game with them is shouldn't be too surprising.
Yes.
Also, most of us have day jobs, so there's
Mm-hmm.
not a lot of us that are actually full-time employed doing games. So if you ever want to meet your favorite designer, you should just send them an email. Like, you're probably going to get through, and they're probably going to answer.
Which is lovely right now that no one is too big to be like, oh, you have to go through my agent and it has to
Hmm.
be, you have to pay for access and stuff, which a lot of celebrities, they do make their money on that paid access at different conventions. And, they need to make their money, but at the same time, this is a little bit more intimate. I love how small and yet how big the tabletop
Yeah,
industry is. So, yeah.
yeah. I mean, it is kind of an unforgettable feeling the first time that somebody finds your game and then they find you and they put two and two together and somebody likes your game and you're like, wow, I never thought somebody might like this game. You want my autograph? Why? Like, it's not worth anything. Sure, I'll sign your box. Like, how do I write? I forget right now.
It is fun though. It's fun to get the boxes signed. Sometimes at bigger cons, especially international, when I don't want to bring a whole bunch of games, I'll bring rule books. Or now there's different cards. So now we have the what was it shelfie that Brotherwise did that had the
Hmm.
cards that includes with the little tiny versions of your games. And I was like, you can just bring those cards and get them signed, and then you have a trading card type type situation, and you're trying to get all your favorite games signed. I think that's lovely, but you can't really because the designer's pictures never on the box.
Hmm.
If they have a BGG page with their pictures, that's even better. But what's the best is if they have a game coming out and then the publisher brings them to the con and then have like a whole sign at the booth saying, "Come at this time to get your game signed," and then you can meet them and stuff. It's always funny because even when they do that, people sometimes don't realize it. I've gone to different Gen Cons, and one time, Phil Barkle Harding, praise be, was standing there and showing off his game and signing games and stuff, and people are just walking by, and he's like, "Do you want to look at Oh No Volcano?" And they're like, "Sure," and I'm like, "Dude, that's Phil Walker Harding," and then I have to be like, "Do you know who this is?"
So so we will do so my co-designer Jason and I, we've done the booth thing multiple times. And we'll both be at the booth, and sometimes we're at different parts of the booth and we're
Mhm.
demoing the game, and somebody will get the game and they'll like, "Hey, I bought the game." Like, "You should go over there. That guy's
Yes.
the designer. He'll sign the box for you."
Yes.
And then they'll go over to Jason, and Jason will sign it, and he's like, "Now you should go over there and talk to that guy because he's the other designer." And then they're like, "Oh, it was you the whole time." And I'm like, "Yeah, I was hiding in plain sight right here." Um,
That's Yeah, see, I do that for I think that booth workers should be trained more to do that where they're like, "Oh, if you buy this game now, you can come back and get it signed by the designer." Or if this is your favorite game, we have his other games. He'll be in. Come on by. Do that because I will stand there for like 10 minutes and be like, "This is the designer of that game you're just looking at. Go buy it and get it signed." And I'll sell like 5 copies in 10 minutes just because I'm sitting there pushing them to the designer. And I'm like, your booth staff should be focused on that. But that's
I mean,
just me.
it's a nice personal touch. Like
Yeah.
I like having my boxes signed, meeting
Yeah, exactly.
stuff. Like I think it's super neat because I know better now than I used to. Like I know how much time they put into it, how
Yes.
much thought it takes, and like the ups and downs of going through a design and getting it to publish and everything. So,
Yeah,
give them a little bit
absolutely.
of recognition. I feel is the least I can do because I know I'm going to get enjoyment out of the thing I just put in my hand.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, Now, you were just talking about you and Jason, who are the people behind Dirtle Games. So this is not a publishing company. This
Yep.
is a design company. So y'all are designing games together. You were saying you have an intern also who's trying to learn how to be in this business. And so when you design games together, then because this is not a publishing company, you're actually selling these games, right,
Mhm.
to the publishers? Is that what it is?
Yeah. So we take the designs to conventions and then we pitch them to different publishers. So we'll be taking a few to Gen Con this year. We have a couple of pitch meetings lined up. Actually, we're a little light on designs in the hopper right now, like ready to share, I should say, just because we've been doing other stuff for the first half of the year. But yeah, so when we get our ideas, we work on our ideas. If anything is put together enough that we feel it's worth sharing, we'll put it up on the website so that way all the materials are easily available. And so while you see there's like, I don't know, 12 or 15 things here, there's another 50 that never made it to the website. There's a graveyard of ideas out there that never made it this far. And then, eventually if the game gets released, we'll go back in and I'll update the website and put up the final artwork, a link to where they can.
That's so awesome. Now, there's just two of you right now. Are y'all thinking of becoming a bigger cohort and then, you know, play testing amongst yourselves and helping each other design? Because I think the only other group that I know of is the Flat Out Games cohort
Yeah.
that does it together and help each other. And some games will get published by Flat Out and some games will get published by other companies. But are y'all
I mean,
thinking of expanding?
that would be the dream, but there's more of us than like you probably realize. Like we have a Discord server where all our durdlers hang out. That's where our playtesters are, and
Okay.
we can rely on them to help us do playtesting. There's a link to it on the front of our webpage. And then like we're probably going to start another co-design with somebody else here. And about once Gen Con is over, he had a really great idea, and we've done a little bit of work on it back and forth. And we're like, hey, let's hook up like Voltron and make this thing.
Yes,
So we're looking forward to
it
that.
is.
We're getting into a better position where we've gotten a little bit of commission work. So publishers have said, hey, will you just make this thing, which is nice, but it also means it's under our hat
Yeah.
until we can talk about it. So we've had one that we've been working on for like a year that I can't say anything about, though it
Mhm.
takes up like 50% of our time.
Kima says,
So it's eating in.
huh? Go ahead.
What the viewer say?
Oh, Kima says, good for you. I have like 20 ideas that I haven't made yet. I feel
So,
like all of
okay,
us do it. Yeah, at some point.
yeah. I think it's awesome that you have 20 ideas because like sometimes I bang my head on the wall 'cause I can't come up with an idea. So if you have 20 ideas, think real hard about one of them and get yourself a piece of paper tonight and just write down the idea. That's it. Write down the idea, write down everything you can think of for that idea, and then just put the paper.
Yeah.
And you have now made a huge first step to get him.
Yes, absolutely. You have done some really big projects. Like I know Rowdy Partners from Capstone is also a trick taker, but it's a team-based trick taker, which is really fun. I did cover it. And then of course Unmatched, huge, huge. You were talking about how you are hanging
Yep.
out with the Restoration Games crew, and it's kind of crazy. I bet that crew is lovely humans. Lots of fun.
I like pretty much everybody. So it's great to see them. They let us hang out with them. So like after hours, we know where we can go, where they are, and they just open the door and they let us in. And we hang out, we play games, we talk about upcoming unmatched stuff. We talk about I get to see like some of the stuff, the prototypes they're working on for their upcoming game. So like they've recently announced the Lord of the Rings, the King's Gambit,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw it spread out on a table in the past, like when
Yeah,
they were working on it. They did their Battle Monsters Kickstarter. Like I saw it when it was, still spread out on a table in prototype form. I played it back then. So
that's
it's
really
cool to
cool.
see if they're working on, and it's an interesting situation with a publisher because I can show them all kinds of stuff that I've made and they don't care
Yeah.
because it's not an old game that they can restore.
Oh,
There's never a conflict of interest.
oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's true. That's interesting. Oh man, that's funny. Um, Kima says I never run out of ideas. I'm the ideas person. The problem is the follow through, Kima. Kima. Kima says, Darren, the thing I've done that. So you've written on a paper about the idea, but it doesn't go past the sheet of papers, and now she needs to make prototypes. Yes.
Okay, yep, that can be
Yes.
challenging. You could. Designing is more fun with other people, so maybe
Mm-hmm.
call up your friend and see if they want to work on a game design with you because they could be the person who's good at writing things down and you could be the idea person. So like in our case, Jason is an artist. He's done a lot of the art that you're looking at here, and he's a very good artist. And he's also an idea, like absolute cannon of ideas. Like you can't slow him down. But like when it comes time to get into the spreadsheets and like churn through that stuff and get play tests and stuff rolling, like that's my stronger suit, organized with all. So we
That's a
play
good
into each other.
balance.
And it doesn't
Yeah.
mean that he never does that, and it doesn't mean I never have any ideas. Like logic and lore was my original conceit. Like,
Oh, really? That's
yeah, but
really
we worked
cool.
together to make it happen.
Huh. That's awesome. Yeah. Logic Lore, another trick taking game, right? Very interesting.
No,
No,
actually,
is it not? I thought it
here
was.
actually. No, this is a logic and deduction game. So
Oh,
this
you're
is
right.
Weird Giraffe.
Yeah.
It did a Kickstarter earlier this year for an expansion, and the
Yeah.
second printing is, I think they'll have the second printing available at Gen Con. So if you haven't have it, don't have it, at least stop by the Weird Giraffe booth. If you see
Yeah.
us, I'll give you a demo and you can check it out. But it's got a slightly different shaped box and it's got an updated rule book, and the same art is still there though. So
I'm getting it mixed up with, I think, for Tessa's game from Weird Giraffe. That's a
mhm.
team-based trick taker with a mouse and
Wicked and
dragon as
Wise, yeah.
well. Yeah, Wicked and Wise. That's what it was. That
So
was.
they kept the theme of the mice and dragons
That's what it
and carried it
was.
over to this different game. And then the
Yeah.
expansion is Mice and Dragons and Ravens.
Okay. Okay.
And so I hope they keep the Mice and Dragons thing going because maybe we have some ideas for other games that could have the Mice and the Dragons return. So I
Yeah.
think it
Yeah.
would be fun.
That's awesome. Of course, that will mess me up even more because I'm like, that's another Mice and Dragons. Like all three of them, same publisher, same art, same theme. What am I thinking of? My brain already has a hard
Yeah.
time, but yeah,
So
great game
uh,
though.
credit
Mm-hmm.
credit to Jason as an artist. When
Mm-hmm.
they showed the box, everybody thought Beth Sobel. did the artwork for Logic and Lore, and she did not. It was Jason did it.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
And what was interesting, he was in a mentorship program, and Beth was his mentor. So while
Oh.
he's doing this art, he's talking to Beth about, composition,
Yeah.
colors, and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why it feels so similar. Is that she didn't do any of it, but she was definitely there, like as
Helping
a
out.
sounding board.
Right. That's awesome. Yeah, and Beth is a lovely human being as well. Um, but we can't say that to her face, just saying. Welcome in, Mayor of Canada. You know your father's cheap when he takes a stop sign he found and wields it to cover the hole in the bottom of the family car. You're okay. I didn't get that. That was supposed to be a dad joke, but I didn't get it.
I don't know. I know car guys, and I know at least a couple of them that have welded street signs to fix rusty holes in the bottom of their
Really?
buckets. So that's a thing. Um, I don't know. I can't make that connection.
It's okay. Sorry about that, Mary Canada. Oh man. Pat Benatar, what song are you singing?
Oh, I know this. Heartbreaker, right? It's a heartbreaker.
Oh, yes. Yes. I'm not gonna sing it because I'm tone deaf, but yes, absolutely. Yes, Kimma, you need a Darren, for the nitty gritty stuff, but you also need a Jason to do the art and make sure that you follow through on design. Oh, you need both of
So
them.
there are before your game gets published in a lot of cases, or a lot of people have touched that thing by the time it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if you may do the design, but somebody else does the art, the publisher will do some play testing. The you'll have a rule book writer. It'll go to the media person. Media
Mm-hmm.
gets made for it. There's all kinds of stuff, and so what comes
Yeah.
out, you hope, is at least your original inspiration
Mm-hmm.
in its best form of expression.
Yeah.
I think is the best way.
Americana says the only idea I have for any game designers is to make a game where the first part of the game is taking the game out of the box, and the halftime game involves putting the parts back in the box. Then when you're done, the box is already packed up. That's interesting, where
So
you're packing as you're
yeah,
playing. Yeah.
that is a thing that we've talked about before in the past.
Mm.
Like as you play the game, does it clean itself up at the same time? Like I can't say we have any games that do that, but we talk about it at
Yeah.
least.
I also, put the earworm in his ear that he should put more pandas in his games. It's just all I'm saying. All I'm saying.
I wrote it down. It's on my
Yeah.
notepad.
Oh my gosh. Hello, Eva. Welcome in, Eva Little. Mice and aliens or mice and cats? Oh, that's a good question.
Well, maybe. The mice might not like the cats. Maybe okay with the alien.
There are cat aliens in the superhero universe, so
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
there definitely are.
And
There's
some people,
a
uh huh,
in Clank. There's a card that is there's a cat on one of the cards. It's a cat alien in
yeah,
Clank.
that's true. Some people think that the Egyptian cats were aliens. That's a conspiracy theory for you, but yeah,
That tracks. I can't argue with.
yes. Emma says, "Is that frustrating when it's not close to what your original design comes out?"
Um, let me turn around here. I think most of them have been very close to what our original design idea was. They haven't changed a ton. And that's been fortunate for us. Um, there's like a big conversation that designers can have about like the agency that publishers have in actually changing the game.
Mm-hmm.
If you are a designer and you don't want your game changed, you just better get ready to be a publisher.
There you go. Oh, that's true.
Because the publisher is they got their money in the game,
Yeah, yeah.
and their job as a publisher is to make money, which is so uh, like it's so like frank and forward and like unromantic, right? Like because you meet these publishers, you like them, they make their games and everything, but like they're the ones that have to go look at the spreadsheet and think about where their paycheck is,
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
which is an unfortunate reality. So I will
Mm-hmm.
never fault a publisher for making a move that they think will sell more copies of the game.
Hmm.
I will fault a publisher if they're not forthright and transparent about that to a designer when they sign.
That's true. I also had people where the publisher doesn't even help the designer. So, for instance, like you, they think, oh, I'm gonna get connected to a publisher. They're gonna help develop. There's gonna be developers. There's gonna be people helping me play test, or there's gonna be, they have a marketing person that's gonna help me market. And when the publisher doesn't do that and is not forward and not transport with how much help is going to be
Hmm.
given, it's really hard on the designer, right? And I
Oh yeah,
think that needs to be upfront that, oh, okay, we want a finished thing. We're not going to do anything else with it. Um, but you also
it
have
is.
to be doing everything
It,
yourself as well. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
it is funny how that works because you would think most publishers would want the game to be as wrapped and final
Yeah.
as possible.
Yeah.
But we did a speed pitch last year, and a publisher who I will not name basically said, "This is too finished. This is
What?
too polished.
What?
There's nothing here for us to play with." We're like, I don't know what to do anymore. Like,
But
what do I
if
do
it's,
in
yeah,
this situation?
but if it's perfect anyways, as is, why don't they just sign it and then publish it if they like it enough, right? Uh, I
So
guess some
I don't know.
publishers want it to be melded into their catalog, right? They want to fit it into their catalog, but I that's very interesting that they want to mess with the game.
I think this publisher has some cash cows that kind of power
Mm,
the business, and
yeah.
because of that, they kind of get some luxury to take something that's maybe not done and put a lot of work.
Okay, yeah, because most of the time they don't have the time for it. They're already developing
Right.
a bunch of games. Yeah. Um,
Yeah. So
yeah.
whatever people see hit the shelf, like that has been in a publisher's hands for 1 to 5 years.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah.
maybe being in development, or maybe just the fastest turnaround I've seen is 9 months, and that was for
Yeah.
Fuego back here.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Another one of our trick takers. So like
Mm-hmm.
this got signed in
Yeah.
like
Sorry.
a February, and by October it was printed, which is incredibly fast for gaming standards.
Yeah. Sorry, you heard
Normally that.
that. They didn't hear that.
Oh, they didn't.
No. My mom's trying to do her laundry and the garage door's right there, so it's a little bit. I'm like, come on, just close the door, stop making noise. Everyone can hear you. They can hear the of the door, mother. Oh my gosh. Hopefully the laundry machine won't be too loud. It should be fine. But yeah. Oh gosh. Hold on. Oh no, I can't do that. I can't. The door won't close without the lock, and I'm like, I can't lock her out either. Kima says, "Isn't Mem space cat aliens?" That is very true. Yeah,
Lem, yeah,
Mem.
definitely Space Cat aliens.
And yes, Kima is very the contract between the designer and the publisher is very, very important, right? And you can say on the designer that you have final say of whether a change that the publisher wants to do will go through or not. You need to put in, like if they do any promos or expansions, that you'll get a copy on top of the designer copies for the base game. You need to, say how much marketing you expect the publisher to do on their end, because surprise, a lot of publishers, not a lot. I've seen a couple of publishers that don't market the games enough, and I feel bad for the designer because I don't think it should be on the designer to be completely the marketing team for a game that a publisher has. It's different if you're a self-publisher, right? But yeah,
I
kind of.
I will give a hot take that can be controversial. I will
Oh,
say
okay.
that there's a lot of great games that
Yeah.
come out all the time, and that final mile of what gets hot and what doesn't is marketing.
Mm-hmm.
And I will tell you that let's say there's 10 hot games, let's say in the universe there's 10 hot games of the year. Well, there's 20 more that are equally as good that aren't in a hot game because they did not get the market push, and
Yeah,
maybe they get found in the future,
yeah.
and maybe they become a hidden gem or something. But like, it's final mile stuff. It really is.
And it's sad that marketing kind of gets cut as the first thing to save money. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So yeah, but I completely agree with you. I don't think it's a hot take. See, Kima
I don't know.
completely agrees with you
Well,
too.
I think there's some designer purists that say like, no, the quality of the work will push it to the forefront, and people will recognize the genius of the work. And I don't think any of those people are published, but still, that's what they say.
Well, then that's like a grassroots movement. They're thinking that, oh, if the people that love me and my games will then tell a whole bunch of people, and then they will tell a whole bunch of people. But it very rarely gets that boom, right? Versus a marketing person doing ads and pushing it on content creators, and people are bombarded with this game that they, now will tell everyone or talk about, even if it's just like,
The
oh, there's so much ads about it, right?
Yeah, the amount of energy it takes to get one person who is not you to
Mm-hmm.
celebrate and promote and push a sale is just incredible amount of energy. Like it is unreal. So I've told people this before, like nobody's gonna push things, nobody's gonna love it if you don't love it the most, right? So you better be
Mm-hmm.
the person that loves the thing the most because everybody else is gonna love it less than you, do, right?
Yeah.
So if you want it to spread, you got to be way up here with the energy you're willing. So, I mean, that's why we do the logo. That's
Mm-hmm.
why we have the website. That's why you can buy Dirtle Games T-shirt from our website. And
Yeah.
occasionally that happens. Like every other month, I'll get an email and it's like you made $3 selling a T-shirt, and I'm like, eventually we'll earn enough to buy another T-shirt.
I have such a t-shirt collection that I'm
Okay.
like, oh, I should just start doing shorts about my t-shirts. They've grown to a life of their own. It's like t-shirts is the side collection to board games. You know how
Mhm.
playing board games is one hobby, collecting board games is a different hobby. Now I collect t-shirts about board games, which is a different hobby.
Yep. If you're at Gen Con, I might have to hand you a T-shirt about a board.
Yes. I mean, we'll have to say hi to each other at least because we've never met
We'll
each
say
other
hi.
in real life. So, yeah.
Most of my shirts are print to order, but I do have a couple here in the house right now, so I could
Oh,
definitely bring.
that'll be fun. Hello, Hero Logic.
Well,
Welcome in. Thank you. If nobody knows about it, it rarely goes through word of mouth. That's also true, Kama. Welcome in, Legends. Legends also has over a dozen T-shirts. It's a live thing. It's growing.
I
Kima
mean,
said
they're
that's
fun
how
to
it
have.
works. One T-shirt at a time. Yes, that
Yeah,
is
I've
true.
got I have a T-shirt of for Unmatched Tales to Amaze, and it is themed. It's a Mothman themed shirt, and you can find the original shirt at the Mothman Museum in West Virginia. I've been there,
Oh my
and
goodness.
they made it look just like that thing.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I've worn it a few times, but now I'm just gonna keep it as like a memento.
Hmm.
Super neat.
Yeah. Now you have to frame your T-shirts because I bet that one's hard to get. Did you get it because of Restoration Games? And I think a
Yeah,
lot of they don't really sell T-shirts, but if you demo with them, you have to get a volunteer shirt anyways. But yeah,
yeah.
there's a lot of
They might have sold that one on their website. I don't know if
okay.
they sold socks at one point, and they were unmatched socks.
Well,
Two distinctly different socks in the same pack.
oh, because it's unmatched. Oh, that's
Because it's unmatched, yeah.
hilarious. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Ah. But yeah, I mean, T-shirts is a form of advertising, and
Yeah, it totally
tote
is.
bags is a form of advertising. I've walked through airports, and they're like, what's up with your tote bag? Like, what does that mean? Or and then you talk about games and stuff. But yeah, yeah. Kima says mismatched, unmatched socks. What a great idea. Yeah, they need to do more of
Yep.
that. Um, Mary Canada did the same thing, did the opposite thing. Bought 50 stocks all of the same so that he doesn't have to worry about matching them at all. That's very smart though. Very smart. Uh Kim says also hot take, if you're gonna steal 300k worth of Magic the Gathering socks, maybe don't advertise your
Oh my
game on
gosh.
your shirt.
I'm
That's
so glad somebody mentioned this. I still tell that story to people, and I'm
uh-huh.
like, I'm mostly upset how bad they were at the stealing. I think more
They
than
have their
anything.
badges on them.
Like they're
Like,
wearing badges. They had the game was called Castle Assault. I will not
mm,
forget that. And they think that like there's no security cameras around a convention center, right? And they decide to walk out with it. Like I've been poking Jason for a while to make a Dirtle game shirt where we have our rabbit and our turtle like doing a heist, and they're like pulling a cart full of cards flying out the back. Like, and he has some sketches for it. I want him to finish it up because I just think it's such a funny idea.
that's hilarious trolling them. That's so funny.
I think I
Um,
talk about that every year when Gen Con happens.
Now, people might know, unless they follow you on your Instagram, that you love fitness. You like to go to the gym. So I have a question for you. For
Okay.
all of us board gamers, office workers that sit on our butts a lot, uh,
Yep.
is there a stretch or a move that you think will help us, with all the tension and the bad body postures?
Yeah, bad posture is a tough one to fix because you'll do some stretches and then you just go back to having bad posture.
I
Um,
just sat up straighter.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the worst person to talk about posture because I sit like a goblin at my desk. Like I will pull my knees up, I'll put one leg on the table, like I'll do all kinds of terrible stuff like that. The only thing I would suggest is that if you can get access to a standing desk, do it. So that way
Hmm.
you can mix it up a little bit, or a desk worker. If you're looking to just get a little better fitness though, um, walking, you just need to walk. Like that's it. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you want to do it at a gym, that's fine. Get on the treadmill, walk, and do an incline. So
Mm.
put an incline at 5, 6%. It's way more effective. Um, it's good for your heart. So that low intensity cardio workout is great for you. You don't have to go slam heavy weights, and you don't have to go cycle 100 miles. Though I've done those things, but like I don't always have the time in my life to be super super fit. Sometimes I'm just doing what I can,
Yeah.
just like anybody else.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Standing desk is your friend. I like the ones that change so that you can
Mhm.
stand or you can sit. A lot of people there for a while. There was a whole trend of standing desks with the treadmills underneath it, so you walk while you
Mhm.
work. I don't think it would work for me though to be walking while I'm playing games and streaming. I don't know if it would look really really interesting or not. American also talks about yes, there is an unmatched socks store, and I think Restoration Games just needs to get their socks into the store. There's this one he's talking about the Vegas airport, but Disneyland I think has an unmatched store in their um the walk the outside of Disney shopping center. So that would be funny as well. Uh,
Just like, is it like an a la carte? I guess it's an a la carte sock store. You just go in
yeah,
and pick the socks that you like.
yeah, and I mean you could technically get matching socks, but it's for unmatched socks. It's so that you can get
Mhm.
like like Pluto on one and Mickey on the other and do the mixed match stuff. So that's yeah, that's fun. That's funny. Yeah. I mean, there are people that make jackets. Was it Joseph from who designed Fantastic Factories made a calico jacket.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, and Amy from what is her company? But she has like whole outfits made, so she can just be repping her
Oh,
stuff.
that is, I know who you're talking about. That is Amy Bao, is it?
Yes, Amy.
With
Yeah,
Pink Tiger.
there you go.
And
Pink Tucker.
yep,
Yeah.
she's very recognizable.
Yes. Yeah. I was because my brain's like pink. I know it's pink something, but it's not Pink Hawk because that's Emily Vincent. But yeah, Amy
Right.
from Pink Tiger.
That's Pirates of the High Teas.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Welcome in, Deadpan. How are you doing? I probably do need a Fitbit. I need to walk more, for sure. Kima says, I'm a goblin too. I sit legs over the arms of my computer chair, never sit the way the
Yep.
chair's meant. But that's why they have chairs that allow you to tuck your feet under, sit cross legged. They're expensive, but there's chairs out there made for goblins too.
I mean,
So
that is why my typing is kind of bad, is because I'm never in the correct position when I type. I'm
right,
always
because
like
you
off
need
to
to
the
be
side
in yeah.
doing this.
That's very true. That's same for me, but that's also because I have a ton of things on my desk at one time. So, hello, welcome in from down under. It's chocolate wine. All talk of exercise sounds dangerous. all this talk of exercise sounds dangerous. Yeah,
Only engage in a fitness program after consulting with a
with your
physician,
doctor, yes, and we're not your
with your doctor,
doctors.
or if you have no real regard for your health, like myself, then just go fast.
Yeah. Legend says I'm at a standing desk for 8 hours a day. See, I don't know if I can stand for 8 hours a day. I would need a sit stand. But there's also those tall stools that allow you to lean, stand and lean, and I don't know if that's a little bit better than sitting. But uh Kima says I want a sock store named That Socks. Or it should be the missing sock. Because all of the missing socks from dryers goes to that store, and then you gotta try to find the matching pair. That would be
Sounds
funny.
like a children's book.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be hilarious. That could be a game where you're trying to find your missing sock and pair them up for points.
I bet there's a game about missing socks.
Yeah, I'm sure. Mary Canna says go
So
Sheridan. Uh-huh.
I was gonna say that is the thing about when we're making a game and we think of the title for the first time, like we have to go search the title
Oh yes.
to make sure that we're not
Yes.
going to be stepping on any toes
Oh my
because
god.
parallel thinking design happens more often than you might think in board games.
Yeah. Oh
It's
my
probably the
gosh.
reason why we're getting a whole bunch of games released about cats and like pickles. Like,
Yeah, and or like if a game goes very hype and sells a lot, then people want to jump on that train. But yes, any designer that's gonna design a game, first of all, do not name your company after your first game. Second of
no,
all, BGG that name. I mean, come
yeah,
on, it's very easy. Just go to BGG, search that name. There's so many games like Wispwood, Whisperwood, Whispering Woods. I was like, what the hell?
mushroom games. There's like morals, also
Yes.
morals, or other morals. Like there's like 6 of them that all have very similar mushroom name.
Yeah,
It's not morals. What's the correct name?
it is Morels.
It is, well, that's one of them, but there's another word for like mushrooms. There's like 3 or 4 names called that go by that,
Fungi, fungus, yeah.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, Marican, are you going to Gen Con? He's looking at rooms in Indy. Are you going to Gen Con, Darren?
I will be at Gen Con. I will
So
be
will
there. You can
I.
find me
Uh-huh.
I will be at the Weird Giraffe booth for 4 hours total. So 2 on Thursday, 2 on Saturday, I think, signing games and stuff.
Oh,
So
yay.
the
That's
rest of the
awesome.
time I'll just be out. This will be the year I'm actually probably the most free. So I'm
Mm,
actually doing some other stuff. So it's been a lot of work the last 2 Gen.
I love that. That's lovely. I will be running around or in the BIPOC lounge. So
Okay.
half in the lounge, half running around as fast as my little legs can take me.
Well, if I see you running around, we'll do a baton handoff.
Oh
I'll
yes.
put a shirt in your hand.
And a picture as we walk away from each other. I'll try and
We'll
stop by
just be
the weird draft for sure.
okay.
Yeah. Kima says, but I feel like I would break my leg switching all the time. I would get stuck. Oh, from standing or or like in the seat. Yeah, that's funny. Um, you just have to. Oh
Oh,
yeah, that's true. Yeah, for socks, you just little bargain bin. Yeah. Um.
so
Mhm.
speaking of parallel thinking names,
Yeah. Oh.
so Fuego here
Uh huh.
was
Fuego.
originally it was originally going to be called Match, and it was
Oh.
all going to be themed after like vintage matchbooks,
Matchbooks. Yeah.
like the kind you'd find well everywhere. Like
Yeah.
I don't know how old everybody is, but even when I was a kid, still find matchbooks at a lot of places.
Yeah.
But what had happened is there was a Kickstarter for a game called Matches,
Mm.
and then they did the Kickstarter, but they didn't put any information online about it. So it
Mm.
didn't have a BGG listing. I don't think they had a website or anything.
Mm.
And right when it was going to market, they made the Board Game Geek listing, and like they put everything together like a couple weeks before it delivered. And that's like we do a search and like, oh, now what do we do? Like
Ah.
it's literally a game called Matches.
Ah.
Some clout. Wago
Yeah.
came to be like that Southwest. It It's really cool artwork, but it looks like a game that like you forgot about that exists in like that fuzzy space between like US and what used to be Mexico kind of space.
Yeah,
So pretty cool.
yeah. Legends, that's a great idea to have a store called the Ministry of Lost Things. And you have Tupperware lids, you have mismatched socks. Oh, that would be funny. Kima says, oh yeah, Mycela is also a mushroom
Yeah,
fungus game, right?
that's probably the word I was thinking.
Yeah. Americana, there's 3 games about lost socks.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes, there's 2 Mycela games. Yes. That is true also. Kima does that say though, when I think of fuego, I think of Takis. Because the spicy Takis.
That is one of the flavors of Takis.
Yeah.
At work, there's an entire row in the vending machine dedicated to all the Takis.
Different flavors or one flavor?
Different flavors.
Oh. That means your work really likes Takis.
It does. Yeah, the staff really likes it.
Americana says there's an alternate to the standing desk. Um, it's called a buoy chair. It's like a cylindrical round bottom, and you're sitting on the chair bottom. It's movable. You can rock on it. Oh yeah. So it's kind of like a ball, right? Like a inflatable ball type thing where you can kind of move around.
I
That's
remember
also
when
good.
those were popular. They're like so
Yeah.
popular they became like a joke on like sitcoms.
Yeah.
Their ball would pop. I think I was in The Office even.
Yes, it was. Oh my gosh, and he popped. I remember
Yep.
watching the shorts where he popped the game.
He grabs
It's
it.
yes. Now it's funny because he was talking about it on in an interview. He's like, I didn't mean to pop the actual ball so strongly. Like one take, I think that stayed in was the ball's supposed to slowly leak out and then he's supposed to go down,
Mhm.
but it just popped and he just dropped. Yes, yes. Jim took scissors to Dwight's wall. Yes. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Oh, Kima says you should make a expansion to Fuego called Blue Heat because it's
Blue
another
heat.
Taki flavor.
Oh, it is another Taki flavor. Yeah,
Because it'd be a red box then a blue box.
it
That
would
would be
be.
fun. Yeah.
It is a fun shape of the box. I like that box shape. That's the same box that Campy Creatures comes in, the latest
Mm-hmm.
edition of Campy Creatures.
Yeah.
Except Campy Creatures is designed to look like a VHS tape in a VHS box, which is pretty neat. Like a very neat execution of it.
Yeah. I still have VHS tapes, just saying, y'all. Just saying. But we have talked a lot. It's been so much fun. But we need to talk about Supercollider. It's currently on Kickstarter, and they still have a ways to go. They won't end until after Gen Con, so you can still follow them. And this is a game designed by Darren. It is a trick-taking game for 2 to 4 players, and so this is what the final art is gonna look like. But we are gonna play on TTS with some not so final art, just to let y'all know. So that's still being tweaked and stuff. So Jason's art is final. He's just not available to update the TTS just yet. But yeah,
Do you want to tell the people why? What he
yeah. Why
inconsiderately
is
did this week?
Jason not
Uh,
updating your TTS art, Darren?
he decided to take a beach vacation.
In the middle of a Kickstarter. In the middle
I
of your
know.
Kickstarter.
In the middle of the Kickstarter, he says,
Ugh.
"Me and my family, we're going to the beach.
Mhm,
Everything's
mhm.
on hold."
Well, he's at least in a cooler place. Because, I mean, it's summertime. That's, I guess the kids are out of school. They need to do something, right?
Yep.
Hima does say she loves the retro look. Which is
Yeah.
very true. Very retro.
It-
Hmm.
yeah. There's a few. There's some neat visuals in the game. I think, and when it's all put together in the final package, it'll be pretty cool. It is going to be a little different. Maybe your audience can help here, but the cards are square,
Aha.
which is a little weird for a trick-taking game, but it is important that they are square.
Hmm. Which we're going to talk about in just a minute. Chocolate Wine says, Jason, just living the life I'm jealous of. You could just pick up his family and go to the beach. Which is far from Ohio. I don't think y'all have many beaches, right?
We have Lake Erie,
Oh, that's true. That is true.
yep, which is okay to swim in. It's not an ocean, but it's fine.
But we are going to be playing this on TTS, and Darren's going to teach us how to play, and then we're going to play a 2 version. Now, I'm always a little hesitant about 2-player Trick Taker, so we'll see how this works. Because if this works really well, I'm very excited because I know trick taking really does well at, 4 is of course always the ideal, but 3 and 4 usually are very good. When a trick taker does a 2-player very well, then I'm like, oh hell yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So this trick taker, so we had a couple kind of main tenets going into making this trick taker. So one, we did not want to have a team trick taker. We already had 2 of those.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make one that you don't have to have a teammate to play. 2, we wanted to lean into the stuff that we had done in the other games. So like, let's take it to like its fullest extreme, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a couple things in this game that apparently are our calling cards. So one, the lowest card wins, not the
Okay.
highest card.
Mm. Okay.
However, you want to win with the highest card you can because that'll give you the most points, but it's
Mm-hmm.
hard to win those. Harder to
Right.
win. 2, anytime the same rank of card is on the table, they're
Mm.
going to flip over. They're out of the trick.
Okay.
So it's a counter mechanism. It's in Fuego. It's in Rowdy Partners, and
Mm.
it's
Oh
in
yes.
Tournament at Camelot. So
That
see an
that.
older game.
Oh. See, that's what it is. Rowdy Partners is the game I was thinking of because you like you want the lowest to win. That's also in
Yep.
Rowdy Partners, and then the same. Okay, got it. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So yep. So one other thing about this game: every trick you're going to actually get to play 2 cards, not 1 card.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And the theme of the game is a super collider. So if you know anything about super colliders, you know they do very advanced scientific comic research. And every time you read a news report about what you're doing, you just stop and think like, should they be doing that on like, Earth? Like that doesn't seem like the best idea to like recreate small black holes in Europe. Um, could we just do this somewhere else, maybe?
I don't think
But
we've
the
set up the moon yet. I think the next thing might be to set up some scientific buildings and research on the moon, and then you could take it off world, right?
yeah, I think that would be a little better. So here, here's how it's going to work. So there is the red player, which is
Mm-hmm.
me. There's the blue player, which is Amanda, and there's this other player called the Source.
Mm-hmm.
And the Source is its own player. It's going to be injecting some stray particles into every single trick. And the Source plays it too. It plays it green. It plays it first. It's always in the game doing this thing.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna pause you for a minute. We're getting a
Sure.
raid by Loosapalooza. And Kima says, so we're using a centrifugal force. This is a super collider. So if you don't know what a super collider is, it is like a tube that they put into a circle, and then they shoot particles, and then it goes around and around very fast until they meet at some point and collide into each other. And they're checking when they collide what particles are created or destroyed and let out all that stuff. So it's not really a centrifugal force. They're using that as a way to make the particles go as fast as they possibly can. Um, Dave Luza says, I know what this is. Oh, you know what it is? You know the game, or you know what a super collider is? That is the thing. Let me shout you out, Dave. Thank you
I
so
don't know.
much for the raid. What have you been
For all the
playing? Mm-hmm.
reading I've done about what a super collider is, I still don't feel like I know what a super. So.
American, a super collider is not when they use to see how vehicles respond to crashes. But yes, there is 2 in the world. Isn't there one under a bunch of ice? And then he's saying there might be one in Switzerland. But yeah,
I think
he's
you're
talking
right
about
about
yeah.
Switzerland. If I remember right, that's where the large hadron collider is.
Yes, yeah. And I think they were revamping it. The last time I heard they were revamping it to make it even to make things go even faster. So yes, the large hadron collider is the largest in the world. But a super collider can be referred to any high energy particle accelerator. Okay, okay, that's cool. American always comes in with the facts here, folks. Kima says, from what I read, I thought they used a centrifugal force because they go in a circle forever. Oh, that's probably true. But when I think of centrifugal force, I think of something spinning something else, and I don't think they're actually
Like
spinning the thing, right? Yeah. I don't know. It is going in a circle for fastness.
we're gonna dip into scientific waters that are over our heads very quickly.
Oh yeah, I am thinking of a centrifuge, which is not the same thing as a centrifugal force, but a centrifuge does use centrifugal force. So you're probably right, Kima. So yeah, faster, further, higher. Yes, Dave. And welcome in, Potter's Mac. How are you doing? Okay, bye, Dave. Enjoy the World Cup final halftime show. Okay, all the love, and he says hi to you. Dave Luza
Hello yourself.
is another content creator, but he's also an actor and singer and clown in Germany. So if you ever go to Spiel, you'll meet him. He'll be either wandering around or working at a booth somewhere.
Okay. I
But
hope
yeah.
to go to Spiel someday. Hopefully, I'll go to pick up my award. But,
Oh yeah, yeah.
but
They don't ship it
maybe
to
I'll just go as a tourist.
you.
They will. From what I've heard, they will ship it to you. But it's
Okay, good.
better to go pick it up at the Spiel des Jahres event, which is different
Yeah.
than Essen. Two different things.
Oh, but the Spiel des Jahres awards are given out during the press conference for Essen, for Spiel in Essen, but they're two different organizations, right?
Yeah, as I understand it.
Yeah. So can you tell everyone which game was it that you won an award for?
Oh, have I won any?
Oh no, not yet. You're saying you haven't yet, huh?
Okay. Oh
One
well, I
day.
have a Mensa recommends, so we
Oh
got
yeah.
that. Have actually Tales to Amaze actually got quite a few nominations for stuff, and it kept getting beat out by Sky Team. So
Sky Team.
nobody say that I have a beef with Sky Team out loud, but
But in your heart, you know.
in my heart.
Oh man, yeah. Centrifugal force apparently is an outward force. It's not a true physical force. Okay. It's by inertia. Okay, okay. So it could be. It could be. We got derailed by science.
Yeah, we did. Should I go back to explaining stuff
Yes,
here?
I apologize. Yes, we
Okay.
got derailed. Let's go back
All
to
right.
the game.
So there's
Centrifuge.
not a ton more to explain. There's a few
Yes.
basic rules, and the way they interact is where the game is, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if we look at the cards here, we have a 2. I'll throw up the 2, the 4, the 7, and the 10. There. You'll notice the 2 is a very low number, but it also only has a single atom.
Mm-hmm.
While it is likely to win, you're not going to get any points from it. Also, in this game, whenever a card wins a trick, whoever won with that card keeps it. They just pull that card from the game and they keep it in front of themselves for the rest of the games. It's
Okay.
not going to come back and win another trick. When we get up to the 4, we see it's worth a few more atoms. But if we look at the bottom, we see it has a modifier on it,
Mm-hmm.
+1. And so when you play your cards, you can play them in any orientation you. It's up to you. So if I want to make this 2 into a 3, I can make the 2 into it. If I want to
Okay.
make this into one number higher, I certainly could, but I don't know what that card is yet.
Ah.
So the tricks are played in a snake draft, which is why I drew the lines on the tables. The source would go first, the blue would go next, then the red, then the red, then the blue player, and then the source always plays their cards at the same time. So both of their cards are up at the very. So for instance, if we look at the 7 here, the 7 could take that down to a 2. So our example, we know that anytime 2 cards of the same value exist on the table, they flip over, they're out of the tree. Okay?
But
And
if it was like this, oh, if it was like this, now this is a 4 and a 5, right?
it is, yeah. So
So
these
they
do not
won't
get knocked out.
flip. Now, does this arrow point to this card over here?
It does, yeah. So this would this would go down to a 6.
Oh, okay.
And it just we work until we get back to the beginning of the trick. And then whoever has the lowest card on suit wins. Whoever has the highest card on suit moves to the front of the line and slides down everybody else.
Okay.
So if you're not winning, like if you're not winning tricks, you can be setting up collisions, and you can also be playing high cards to try to get back in position, which can
Uh,
be, helpful to be in the lead.
and whoever's in the lead will go first and leads and makes the lead suit, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah.
Now the source behaves slightly differently. The source When the source plays, it will have all the cards that we don't have in our hands for the
Mm-hmm.
round. And when it plays, it's going to play both of its cards at the same time. And they're
Okay.
just played at a random orientation. So in final art, you will not be able to tell up or down on the back. They
Mm-hmm.
will just all flip, and we will see that's what we're set
Ah.
up.
Oh, how interesting.
So the lead would be the in this case, I guess this is teal. The teal 4, teal would be the lead of the trick. And so
Okay.
you'd follow teal if you have to play like.
Very interesting. Um, Chocolate Wine says, Darren designed logic and lore. My students 10 through 12 love playing it in the classroom. That's
That makes
awesome.
me so happy to know that the students are playing that game. Doing so many demos of it over time at like conventions and even like small playtesting events, like to see um, honestly someone about that age really get into it is like really heartwarming to see. We did a
Yes.
local convention in Cincinnati, and there was a girl who was between 10 and 12, and she decided this was her new favorite thing, and she
Aw.
was taking all comers. Like
Aw.
anybody and everybody had to play her,
That's
and she
funny.
probably did that for an hour and a half. Like
Aw.
she just wanted to keep playing the game. That's all she wanted.
I love that. Love that. So
Okay.
so we'll play out a trick and decide who wins the card and who goes first for the next trick. And so the winner of that trick does not start the next trick. It's whoever had the highest of the lead suit will start the
Correct.
next trick. Now, when does the game end?
Okay. So we will play 3 rounds. So
Okay.
each round will be 5 tricks.
Okay.
So you'll have 10 cards for 5 tricks.
Mm-hmm.
And the way the final scoring is going to work is like this. So at the end of the game, you're going to look at all the cards that you have won.
Uh-huh.
You're going to count up the atoms, and that's going to be points.
Okay.
You'll also get points based on the collisions that you. So at the end of each round, we're going to look and see who has the most collisions.
Okay.
Whoever has the most collisions is going to get 3 points, 3 atoms. This is a placeholder chip for now. Like I said, final art this will be an actual card. So if you have the most, you'll get 3 points, and then if I have the second most, I'll have 1 point. If I don't make any collisions, I don't get any points. And if we tie, we both get the same.
Okay, so friendly ties. So the
Right.
collisions are these things on the sides, right? Or is
Collisions
it
will be like, let's say
this?
you've made a collision during a trick, you'll take these 2 cards and you'll just hold on to them, and then we'll count them up at the end of the round. And then whoever has the
Oh.
most will get this chip to represent them winning the round.
Is the collision the same number?
Hmm. Yep.
Oh, okay. So these
So
are
if
atom points, and the collisions, if you play the second card that's the same number as a previously played card, and you flip them both, you get those cards. Is that what you're telling
Yep.
me? Okay.
Yep. And then at the end of the round, we'll count them up, and then you'll be able to earn extra atoms,
Okay.
and then it'll be represented by this chip. Yep.
Okay. Very
Now,
interesting.
because we do modifiers and stuff,
Yeah.
like you can flip more than 2 cards on a turn if you do it if you're clever.
Oh.
Because one thing to keep in mind is anytime you want to set up an example, it's always interesting. So let's say the card is like this, right? And
Uh-huh.
that card flips over. This modifier is now going to be pointing at the card here on.
Oh.
So you can create a chain reaction of collisions,
Oh.
particularly at the higher player count. When you go play with 4 players, you have 4 players in the source, and sometimes we'll see 4 cards get collided in a single trick, and they all get pulled.
That's so interesting. And you always have to play with a source, correct?
You do. The source is part of the game.
Is there
We,
any way someone could play as the source?
I mean, if you wanted to throw in a 5th player, you could, because I think there's enough cards. And see, now you catch me because I never did the math for 5 players. But I think there's enough cards you can actually do that, because you can definitely play with the source. Because
Hmm.
obviously, as cards get pulled out, like each round 5 cards are leaving the game, right? So you have to make sure that the cards deck to actually cover that as the game goes on.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I think you could work in a 5th player if you really wanted to. So if anybody does it and it works, report back. So
Play test for them.
yeah, do some playtesting for it.
Yeah.
If you're for the folks that are wondering, the cards go from 1 to 10. And so the 10 will actually net you 5 atoms if you win with it. It does happen sometimes, and 5 is a huge amount of points. So a healthy score at the end of the game is going to be like 12 to 17.
Okay. And then
Yeah.
are all the let's say like are all the fours have the +1, or is a mix of like some fours have +1, some fours have like a minus, that type of thing, the modifiers?
That's a good question. So there are 2 4s and 2 5s and 2 6s in each suit. And some of them have a plus and some of them have the minus.
Okay.
So there
So
will
it's a
be
mix.
there'll be a blue 4 with a +1, and there will be a blue 4 with a -1.
Mm-hmm. It looks like like if they're doubles, they have at least one of each. And
Mhm.
then the 7, 8, 9s always have a minus or a negative.
They do.
And then there's nothing that's always positive, which is interesting. So you only get a positive if you have a duplicate number in there. Okay.
Right.
Very interesting. Roger that. 2-4. Roger that. Don't say the other thing, y'all. No. The other numbers. Okay, so you want to deal them. By the way,
Whoops.
reminder: this is not the final artwork. Was it dealt to too many people? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was going to everybody. You'll need 3, 6, 8, 9.
Maybe next time. Wait, how many are we supposed to have? Oh, because it's 10. We could just draw 10,
Yep.
5 each. Yeah, it might be easier. Arwen, welcome in. I always have to back whatever Jason and Darren created. Very excited for Supercollider. Thanks,
Thank you,
Arwen.
Arwen. I do know Arwen. We've met multiple times. Arwen was a important playtester at the Cincinnati Tabletop Collaborative event. That was when we were working on Fuego.
Yes. Yeah, Arwen's in your hood too. Yeah.
Yeah, Ohio. Yeah,
Mm-hmm,
Ohio. Yep.
mm-hmm. That's not. Yeah, I always say that's in the hood, but I also know how big it is. It's like,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, it's like at least 4-hour drive or 5-hour drive. I think we're on opposite corners of the state.
Yeah. Okay, so
All right,
first
set this
that
up.
guy.
So we're gonna put out the source. We're just gonna give them a little
How are you turning?
randomness
It's like,
there.
okay, got it.
Yep,
And then
give them a
flippity
flip.
gibbets. Okay.
Okay. So we like to
Okay,
say
that's
that when you play a card, you play it, say it. So what we see right now is we see a 4 and we see a 1 that's modified to a 2. So we've got a
okay.
4 and a 2 on the board right.
Okay.
And so in your case, you're only playing just one card right there.
And it's not a must follow, correct?
It is a must follow.
Oh, so if I have a card, I have to play it now. I can't like play it later.
Yep.
Okay.
I
But
need
I
to
can.
hide this stream so I can't see your hand.
Oh, here. I'll change it. Don't worry about it. I got it. There we go. There you go. No
Okay,
stream
that's helpful.
sniping for Darren. There we go. Okay. And I have to place it in this spot right here.
You do. Yep. So
Okay.
it's kind of like a snake draft. That's not the correct term, but it is a snake order.
So we have a 4 and a 2, like you said. This is not a 1 anymore, y'all. It is a 2. Okay. But now I have to worry, because I'm pretty sure things are gonna start getting flipped. Okay, so I have to play this. And it doesn't have a modifier, therefore it doesn't matter which way it's turned.
Yep.
And then
So
it's you. I
I'm
don't know
gonna
if I
do
like
because
to be in the middle.
I'm at the turn, so I'm gonna get to play 2 in a row. But
Yeah.
I do have to follow. So I should have organized my cards.
Now, are these cards gonna be also in the game? Or is
They
there a
will be.
playmat?
I wish there was a playmat, but there's unfortunately not. So If you can talk Christopher into making a playmat, I would love that.
All the
All right, so I'm gonna play it.
backers. Okay, so then these two flip.
They do because of twos, and then I'm actually
You
gonna
take
take
it?
those.
Yeah.
Yep,
You
those are for
can't
later.
not choose to take them, right?
No, they
Yeah.
go away. And now we're here,
Mm-hmm.
and you are winning right now. I
No,
don't
I'm
like
not.
that.
The collider is winning.
Oh, you're right. The collider's winning.
The
No,
bot.
it's not. You have the lowest number.
Oh, you're right. I forgot. I am the winning.
You bamboozled me. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just put down, throw down this 5 that will pump up whatever.
Whatever I put out next, but it has to match in order for it to change the player order.
Yep, you'd have to
Then
play on suit, otherwise the source will lead the next trick.
what if I get rid of the starting? Would it change the suit? No, right?
It would. Yeah, it would. So it's always the earliest card in the trick sets the suit. So in this case, it would just change it right back to the yellow.
Mm.
But
Okay,
if you
yeah.
got rid of both of those cards somehow, like it would put me in the lead.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is this. So this
Okay.
change this is into 4, which means that both of these flip, and I
Yep.
take both of these. Let's stick them over here. But I'm still the lead suit because that was the start, and now I'm the highest of the lead suit as well. So I
You
get
are.
this card, and I get to become the lead player.
Yep. So you're in the lead,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll hit the cleanup button here. On to the next trick. Oh,
And a shark move.
I mean
So
that's a pretty good move.
do I start or do they put out first?
You start,
Okay.
and then they will play both of their cards at the same time, but
Okay.
only when it's their turn. So we try to make them behave as much like a player as possible,
Mm,
but having them play their cards individually was just a little too feels bad for us. So we just have them
okay.
spit out both cards.
Let's go there. We'll
Give them a spin, give them a flip.
spin. Dibbly
Nine.
gibbets.
All right,
Okay.
we got a 6,
6
got a 3,
and a
got a 9.
9. Have some decision to do there. Interesting
Okay,
manipulation of card numbers.
here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna play this.
Now we
So
have a
then I've got
6.
a 6,
Ooh.
3, and another 6. These
We
are gonna
flip
flip.
those.
These are mine now. Then the
Now we're
4 is
here.
in the lead.
Yeah, now it's a different
I'm not-
suit.
Yeah, now it's that's okay. I'm not gonna win this, but maybe I can get back. So
So now we have
I'm
a
gonna do this. So I'm trying to be defensive here. So I'm making this an 8. That way you like have one less option. You put an 8 there, you'll just blow it up, and I'll.
okay. Don't think it matters for this, but I'll just do this, and now I'm winning the trick because
You aren't. So
that's the lowest, but you will go first on the next trick.
will.
So I will take this card, and I just need to have. Oh nope, I don't want it in my hand. Okay.
So
Got it.
right now you've got 2 points and 2 collisions. I have no points, but I have 4 collisions. Which
Mm-hmm.
if I keep that lead, it'll get points at the end of the round.
We'll see if you can. The manipulation of the numbers is very interesting. I think this is the first time I've seen a trick taker with a manipulation of the numbers this way.
Okay, I'm gonna throw in. Okay. The viewers can't see my hand, but
Nope.
it's a something. All right, let's just play it safe. I'm gonna play this.
Okay.
Throw out a 1.
It's me. And that's the bot. And can you go below a 1?
Yes, you can. So you can make a number go below a 1, the same way that you could make a 10 go all the way up to a 13, because
Interesting.
it has 3 sides that are surrounded, right? So you could make
Yeah.
that 10 a 13. when you're later in the game, when more cards have been pulled out of the system, like, and you start really leaning into suit play, like, it's not a bad idea to set up an 11 because they may not be able to get to it,
And
and you may just win it on the suit.
can you card count? Or will cards not come out?
Not all of these will get played in any given trick.
Hmm. Okay. We'll try this. So I'm
Or
making
any
yours
given
a
round.
2.
Okay.
Beady gibbets. Ooh. Oh.
So we got a 2. We got
A
a
4,
2, 4, 8, and a
8,
6.
and a 6. That's interesting that this doesn't go around and hits that, because it looks like the track would make it go around and hit that. Because it
It's
is a
true.
Supercollider, and it is a
And
loop.
yep,
Just
it is a loop.
saying.
And I'll tell you this, we have 100% talked about adding in some promo cards that do that. So
Oh, okay.
it is a very, very different game when you do that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's me again.
Mhm.
Oh.
2, 4, 8, 6.
Mm-hmm. If I did that, that would be good. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this and flip over the 6s. Get some of those cards.
Then I am going to, what do we got here? We got a 2, a 4, and an 8. I'm gonna play, kind of play whatever I want, but I'm gonna go ahead and play this 4,
Oh,
and that
so
will
rude.
give me 2 collisions because I need to stay ahead of the collision count.
And then you win.
Yep,
Clean up.
that's that.
And so you still are first.
First, go ahead and try to get a double atom score. So let's throw a 6 in.
Oh.
Oh wait, you know what? I'm gonna rotate that. There we go.
Mm. This. You're now a 4.
Okay.
Liberty gibbets. Oh.
Oh,
A 10. Oh, do that. Oh, wait, that just goes away because.
it does. So we can just take that and put them right in the discard.
Yeah.
They just go right there.
So we have a 4 and a
Oops.
6.
Yep, back to you.
Back to me. I am going to do this 4, which flips your floor and my floor. And
God,
gives
that was
me
such a
2.
good move. No idea how good that was. Because it's late in the trick and you've absolutely suit played me. So congratulations, you're getting 3 atoms.
I am.
You're in the lead too.
Okay. End of the trick. I'm gonna play this one. So easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna play this 4.
Liberty gibbets. Oh, we have a 1, a
2
4,
ones.
a 7, and a 5.
Oh, and a 1.
Oh, that's a 1, not a 5. A 1, 4, 7, and a 1. Oh, so then the ones flip. Oh no.
They flip.
And it goes here, right? Because it was the collider. And then it's you.
So unfortunately, now
Ooh.
I have. Unfortunately, so my plan was I was gonna blow up your 1 with mine,
Mm-hmm.
and that way my
That's a
4 would
1.
be in the lead.
But
It
you're
is now,
winning.
but you had a 1 right here. Yeah,
Oh, but
but I wanted to win with this one.
Oh yeah, but you're winning with the 2 now. The
Win with
2
the 2.
goes away.
Yep.
And then
There.
the Supercollider becomes the start player. How do I do this? Okay, here.
Clean up cards.
I'll
Okay, we're
be
at the end of the round.
Yep, I'll be right back though.
Okay.
So y'all chit chat for a minute. I'll be right back.
Right, so while she's away, I'm gonna do scores here real quick. And you should also, everybody should type something nice about Amanda in chat so she's embarrassed when she gets. So we tied on collisions, unfortunately. So we both get one of these chips, which I mean, we don't have to assign them. We both got the same score, but go ahead and do it anyways, because that is a tiebreaker. So makes those points off of collisions as a tiebreaker at the end of the game. So that might go ahead and reset. I feel like I need to do something to fill time, but I can't see the chat right now, so I don't know. I don't know what I could talk about the fill. Maybe something. I mean, maybe some of the stuff we're working on. I have an area control game right now that's based on the Gardens of Monet, the Gardens of Giverny, where he painted all of his water lily stuff. Kind of neat. I don't know if people would be interested in the theme or not, but there's a lot of Monet artwork out there, and I feel like it should be in a game. So we're gonna do that. This seems like it would be cool.
Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
Whew. My tummy's like, no, I don't know who's gonna win. So, okay, so I had the most, so I got the 3 points. Oh, we tied. We tied for
We
collisions.
tied. We both had 6. Yeah. So it doesn't matter that we have these now or not, but just to keep the rules consistent, get the chips.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna throw this up here for the source. We're on to the
Mhm.
second round. Currently, you're sitting at a bunch of points. You ended up with 8, and I ended up with. So you were ahead of me. Winning with that 9 was
We'll
huge.
see. I know, that was so good. I like how we can cancel each other out. Wait, flippity gibbets.
Yep.
Oh, interesting.
All right. Okay. It is blue.
It is blue. It is me also. And that's gonna
So one nice thing about
-2.
this game is if somebody doesn't want to dig deep into the trick taking part and really get into suit counting and stuff, they can just
Yeah.
flip.
Okay, let's see. Oh, that's interesting. If that's gonna be okay, a 4. But then if I did that, that's a. If I did this, that's gonna be a that. And then that would cause that to be a that. Okay. Let's try this. We have an 8. Now we have a 7.
Okay. 875 is what we're looking at right
8, 7,
now.
5.
So I'm going to play the Big Ten here.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna cancel something out. I can feel it.
I'm still locked in. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna point way down here and skip the gap and go down to the 5 and make it a 4. That way I get rid of 2 cards.
Oh.
And now, actually, you're winning again. Nope, I definitely should not do that. I'm just gonna do that. I just want to win. There we go.
Okay. Alright, let me
I got
see.
too excited for collisions, and I'm like, wait a second. She's about to win with that 7. That 9 turned into a 7. I can't let that happen.
Man, but then that's gonna happen. But then I would do that.
I'm in such a bad spot. You're gonna be fine.
Well, okay, so if I did that, that's a. I wish you had done that though. I wish you had. Okay.
So in the game, like, yeah, the board can sometimes you get a lot of connections going between things, but one
Yeah.
collision, they're all cleared up. Like, it gets real simple again. So the complexity like ebbs and flows in a given trick.
Do I want to win it or do I want to collision it? I'm gonna win it. I have a 2, so we have an 8, a 7, a 10, a 4, a 0, and a 5. So I win it, but you get to start the next round. I'm gonna get a point here.
Hit the cleanup button.
I wish there was a table with a cleanup button we can press in the physical world.
But I'll just full transparency. It took me an embarrassingly long amount of time to figure out how to write that script for the cleanup button. And I have copied it over to like 10 other tables now, PTS, because I can't figure out how to redo it.
It is programming, so if you're learning programming as you go, so yeah.
Designers learn like just the widest array of just random skills.
It's
Like
like
I know how to,
actors. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I know a little bit of how to manage a website. Learned how to use like the major Adobe Suite tools. Like I can do a mail merge now for some reason. Like you never know what you're gonna need on any given day.
Yep, absolutely. It is you, sir.
It is. Okay, let's be hopeful. I'm gonna play this 5 like that.
Yeah.
Then our
My
guy's
lovely
gonna go.
friend. Yes, you absolutely do learn new skills. Are you gonna rotate? No, you're gonna just do. Okay, there we go. Ready? Flip.
Yep.
Ooh. Oh.
All right, so this is a very straight up board, 5, 10, 4, right? But
I have to play this.
2. Okay.
Now. Now. I'm gonna win it.
5, 10, 2.
I can't. Oh man, I can't do that because that's not gonna thing. I might as well do that. But then if I did that, yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Flip those 2 4s because that was a 4
Okay.
because there's no other modifiers. And then I'll take these because I don't have any right now.
Yeah. Fair move to make.
And that's you.
There's a lot of anticipation in the game of like I'm gonna create like this big chain of explosions and then somebody else cuts you off. And it's
Yep.
you're taking my fun. I'm gonna win this straight up. So I'm gonna make this a
Oh,
0.
rude. Yeah.
Just take it super simple like that. You're gonna be in the lead though, amazingly enough, because you have a 2. So a
No,
2.
you have the
Nope.
5.
You're right. You're right. The 5 is left. I'm here. I was looking at you. Okay. Oh no.
Oh. Oh,
I'll get
because
it
you
back.
put it in there.
Got too close.
Don't get
All
so
right, here we
close.
go again. I'm gonna lean into yellow.
Interesting. Interesting. Maybe because you know something. Okay, ready? Flippity gibbets. Okay,
Yeah.
so we have a 7,
7,
a 1, oh, a 0, and a
0.
6. A 7, a 0,
7,
and a
0, 6.
6.
I don't like how close 6 is to number 7.
Okay, let's do this first. Go ahead and flip these. Get that out of the way. I'm going to take this. Now the let's do is the blue. 0.
So the highest one on super.
Hmm. So you would never be able to. Well, I guess you could flip 3. It would be 2 and 4. How would you flip 3 if it? Because you would
You can
place
definitely
it.
flip 3, yeah.
I can't see it just yet, but I'll make this into a 7. We have a 1, 6, and a 7. Just for funsies.
Yep. Yeah. I wish I had a 6 right now. That's how you
It's a
do it.
0, 6, and 7. Sorry.
Yeah. But if I had another 6 with a positive on it, like I could put this back to a 6 and then we'd have all 3
Oh, 3
sixes.
6s. Oh, yeah,
All
that's
flip.
true.
Yeah.
But there's no other 6 with a positive. It's only 1 6 a negative and 1 6 a positive.
That's true, but if I can throw off suit, then it's only the
Oh,
value that
that's
matters.
true.
All right, I'm gonna do this instead. So I'm gonna take this back. Let me.
That's gonna be back to a 6. You're gonna flip both of those. But then you wouldn't win. He would win.
All right, I'm gonna make this a 6 again.
So you're gonna flip these
goes.
2.
I'll flip those 2. The 1 is gonna win. That's fine.
Okay.
And this guy's gonna go in.
Okay. You have to say this is fun. Don't say it, Kima! I said no!
All right, so we got Peel in the lead, and it's to me, and that does not help me whatsoever. So I got a plus pointed at me. Okay, that lead number doesn't help. So I'm just gonna create some collisions,
Okay.
build up my collision score. So we're tied right now.
I'm also gonna create a collision.
Okay.
And now the board is cleared, which means I can choose whatever I want to
Whatever
be
you
the
want.
lead suit.
And the source already played, so like there's only two
Yeah.
cards left in this trick. A
Yeah.
2-card trick. So what are you gonna pick?
I am going to choose this one.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, you're gonna win it.
I'm gonna win it with a 4, but you're gonna lead the next trick.
Okay. I don't think you have. Oh, you're absolutely destroying me right now. I don't think you have this. Source might have that.
Liberty
Okay.
gibbets.
9, 10, 7.
Okay. I have made a 9 and a 9. I get to put these.
Definitely did. That was a
Goodbye.
good play.
Goodbye.
Good play.
Goodbye,
That
my
puts you
friend.
ahead in the collision count too.
Yeah. And I am also now the lowest on this. Let's do this. So now we have, instead of 6, we have a 4, we have a 6, and we have 7. But you are the last player.
Yeah. So let's do. Well, I definitely want to get some collisions. If nothing else.
So now we have a
Let's do that.
4, a 6, a
6.
6, and a
Yep.
4. So all of them go away.
Well, these would flip. If this is a 4, right? This is a 4, and
That's
this
a
is a 4,
4.
and
This is a
this is a 6,
6, and this is a
and this is a
6.
6.
They all go away.
Boom. They're all mine.
So no one wins that one.
No one wins the trick.
Right.
I get 4. Got 4 cards on the collision though, so that puts me
I
up
have
to
8.
8. You have
We
8
both
too?
have 8?
I had to do like circus tricks to like to get back just to get even.
Okay,
Ugh,
so then
okay.
these go clean up.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Source. Okay, I'll deal them out. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I am having so much fun with this game. I like the combos. I'm a
I mean,
combo guy.
setting up a chained collision is
Yeah,
a lot of
so fun.
like when you can pull it off, it's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me get organized here real quick. I've got to try to win this with I gotta get like a 9 or a 10 or something. Am I looking over? Okay.
Yes, the big turns always feel so satisfying. Ah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna throw a 9 out first. 9 purple.
Oh,
Let me
and
see
then
what you
it's...
got. So one thing in the game is because these cards are getting pulled out, like I can look at what Amanda's won and get just a feel for like how much left in a suit or what values aren't there anymore.
Right.
Which later in the game can really matter because I could look at like the spread of a number range. Like, oh, if she has to play on suit, she can't get to.
That is very true. Okay,
All right,
ready?
see them. Yep.
Okay, so we have a
Here we go.
9, a 6... Wait, no. A 9, a 4, and an 8.
Yep.
9, a 4, and an 8. Oh man. Oh boo. Well, poo. It doesn't matter because this is an 8 and that's an 8, so I had to make the collision.
Go
I kind
grab
of
those.
didn't
Those are
want
all
to.
yours.
And then that goes away. Oh, but now whatever I point to over here will
You're gonna
hit
modify.
your card. It's gonna be a -2. Oh, now it's a 9 and a 6. Okay. Uh, something. Hmm. Oh no, but that's gonna. Oh, y'all. Do this. Oh, but you now have all the power. That was hard. Okay.
Okay, so you played a 5. That
Mm-hmm.
is okay. So if I play
I could have
this,
done this and done that, but then he would have gone. Didn't want it.
yeah, I got to beat this 6 from the source. So if I do this, the net is a -1, which will take this down to a 4
Yes.
because it's
So you would
-2
get the
plus
5.
1. So
Yeah.
this would actually win, and I would keep the lead,
The
which is
lead.
what
Yep.
I'm going. Yep, great, great, great.
Who shuffled this deck?
Um, the robots. Here we go. All right, throw up. I gotta try to win. Gotta
how
win with.
how easy is it to shuffle a square card? Because we all know not the easiest to
I,
shuffle.
I I don't think it's too challenging, but I guess we'll really find out when we get the samples from the factory, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it could come down to what kind of paper gets chosen for the cards.
That's true because if it's too thick, then the corners are too sharp, and you might need to
Yeah,
round the corners for the final. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
So
flippity.
a good
Uh-huh.
example, yeah, well, a good
Go ahead.
example of that is like Flip 7. Like
Yes.
their cards are pretty thin, but that's
Mm.
pretty intentional because you need to be able to shuffle a whole lot of them. Like I can at least shuffle the whole thing at the same.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like a game like it's not behind me right now. If you've ever played Nana Tori Dory,
Yeah.
like kids table games, like those cards are very hard to shuffle.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
I do like that game a lot, but it is hard to shuffle.
yeah.
Okay, we're back
Okay,
at it.
flippity gibbets.
Oop.
Ooh. We have an
All right.
8, a 6, and a 1.
Okay. I'm not winning. Like Source is winning. This is awful.
How am I gonna do this? An 8, 6, and a 1. Do I do that? If I did that. Okay. Okay. Oh, well, but yeah.
I was
Well.
gonna say if you can get rid of this, the suit changes.
Oh, that's true. Okay,
Yep.
so let's do that.
Yep.
So that flips for these. Then and then I have another one. Now it's yellow. And so now it's a 6.
Hmm.
Yeah, the suit changing mid trick is always very interesting.
642 6.
So another weird
Um.
draft game that's coming out soon has flamingos in it. Oh
Yes,
no, that's
it
not the one
does.
I'm
Flock
thinking of.
ton of flamingos. Yep.
Yes, that was a lot of
It
fun.
also has a
Uh huh.
surplus of sloths. Yep.
Oh yeah, surplus. What? I didn't get to play Surplus of Sloths yet, but that's not the game I was thinking of. I played it at the same time
Okay.
as Trickerous, which is from Smirk and Dagger, I do believe, but it's uh the the trump suit and the cards can all change in the middle of the trick, which is very interesting.
Mm,
Okay, so I win this. Yes, but you stay first player.
I do.
Okay. I wonder, is it better to be last or better to be first? Very interesting. I mean, Your first and last moment. Like which is there stats on which one wins more often?
There are some stats that we have kept over time, and it turns out it's kind of a wash.
Oh,
So
interesting.
you can kind of be in either position and still be a winner in the game. It's
Mm-hmm.
close enough that we didn't feel the need to do any
To
sort of
change anything?
adjustments.
No.
Yeah. All right, what are we doing here? I got 3 tricks to
That's
win.
cool.
How am I gonna do this? I gotta get some big cards to
Oh, so if you
win. So,
change this with a person, then basically you would have to deal them out their cards because you just can't give
yep,
them the.
they would play like a
Oh,
normal vanilla human.
all right, flippity gibbets. Oh,
9, 10, 4. Okay, straight up numbers right now. 9, 10,
hmm,
4. Blue in the lead.
hmm. Would be okay, okay, okay. I'm gonna do this. Now we have 2 9s. We get to flip
Yep.
these. Flip. And then now they're going to have a different suit now. Now we're in the teals. Are the cards colorblind friendly? Is there an icon for the different suits?
There probably will be.
Okay.
Because this isn't final artwork, like the backgrounds on these aren't really completed. So if you
Mm,
look close, you'll see on the orange cards, they have a different background. But the blue and the purple and the teal all have the same background because at the time you only had 2 backgrounds made. But yeah, we'll probably have to add a suit.
I'm gonna try something funny to see if this will help me. It is this, so now we have a 5 and a
Oh, that's great.
5. I'm gonna flip
Yeah,
it, and now whatever you, but you can win this one. But whatever you do is gonna
and
have
it
a
is, it is late
+1.
in the trick though, so like
Yeah,
only got 5 cards to choose from. So throwing a mid value is not a bad idea. But I do have the thing.
yeah. So you have a 3 and a 6, so you win that one.
Yep,
But
you're in the
I will
lead.
become the lead. Yep. If I like lead.
We also kept some stats on like where does the source go during the game because we were concerned like the source might get buried
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
on the turn the entire game, and that doesn't really happen. Typically, it'll bounce back at least once over the course of the game.
Interesting. Is there a reason why you have to have a source on every player account?
Ultimately, it came down to consistency. So
Oh.
we originally made the source for the 2-player game, and then what we had is we had the 2-player game being a different game than the
Oh.
3-player game.
Ah,
And
yes.
so, for
Which
the sake of
happens.
consistency, which happens, we
Yeah.
wanted to have all the player counts get as close as possible.
Okay. That makes sense. So we have a 2, a 5, a 3, and
Yep.
an 8.
Uh, Fortunately, I don't know that there's much I can do about this. I can make my 5 into a 4, but that doesn't help because that's a 3. That 2 is going to run away with it. All right. Make the 8 into a 7. That doesn't necessarily change. So 2, 5, 3, 8.
2, 5, 3, 7, 6, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if I did this, this makes this into a 7. So
Yep.
these go away. These are 5s. So those go away.
Yep.
I just grabbed a bunch of them. Woohoo! And I get this card for points. And who? Oh, it was me. I stay the lead. Okay.
Oh, that was you. Yeah. Yep.
Because that was offsuit. Hey.
All right. Last trick.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's turn up the volume here. Let's make you a
Ooh.
4,
A 4, 6.
6.
30 gibbets. A
Oh,
4,
there's a 4.
6, 11, 4. So these two go away.
Yep. Nobody gets those. The source caused that collision.
Yep, that's your
Goes
turn.
back to me. There's only 2 cards left, so I will throw my last card. Now, for those watching at home, it's the very last card of the trick, and Amanda is actually thinking about what to do with the final card.
Because I
I
was like,
think a fun
it doesn't
aspect of
matter.
the game.
Yeah.
You just don't necessarily just chuck them down on the table, right?
Yeah, yeah, the last trick you can't, yeah, because you have to figure out how you want to rotate it. So then he wins
That's
that
our winner,
way.
but that's the source, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Okay, so
Okay,
now we're looking
so
at points.
now we're looking at points.
Well,
You
I have
definitely have
I
the
have
most
all of them.
collision.
Yeah.
You have all of them. So I just get one.
But you don't have
You
any
handily
collision.
win.
How do you get one?
Oh, you're right. I don't get one.
Sorry.
What did I even do that round?
So each of these are 3 points each then, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I ended up with 12. Probably, what, 20?
14 plus 12, 26. So 20 to
Very good.
26? No.
Oh, no, I didn't do that good. I got 12.
12 to 26. I apologize. But the designer has a little bit of, I feel like we should give designers just like teachers the teacher tax, because designers have a hard time winning their games sometimes when they have a whole bunch of different rules in their head. So I'm just trying to say
We
thank
do get a
you.
lot of rule sets in our head.
Yeah.
So when the game first delivers, I usually have to go read the rules.
Right, because you also sometimes don't know what rules the developer changes or the
Yeah.
publisher changes, right?
We don't necessarily see the final print files before they go out, and so like you need to go back in and like actually look at the rules. I was on doing a publisher review this week actually. We were talking about like the game that they have and where it's at and stuff, and they mentioned like, oh, we did this game like they do it in this other game. You worked on that one, and I'm like, that's not how it ended up. Wait, is that how it ended up? I have to go look at the book. I don't know how it ended up. So I
Yeah,
actually
because
had to go back and look at the actual rule book of the game I worked on to double check.
because it might not have been you who did that idea. It would be the
Right.
developer instead of the designer. So and as a designer, you have to be careful. You have to have it in the contract about how much you're working with the developer and how much change the developer is doing to your game, right?
You certainly do. Yeah. Some people will be more strict about that than others, and like how much feedback they want into that process. And there is no right answer. It's just you just need to be comfortable with the agreement that you've made with the publisher. And there's a certain amount of trust as well. And if you don't trust the publisher, you shouldn't assign that thing to start with.
Yeah.
But when it comes signing time, like a designer, particularly like a new one, and even me, like there's not a lot of leverage that you have because,
Right.
like we talked about earlier in the episode, like who was it? Somebody has 20 ideas, right? Well, there's some designer out there that literally has 20 prototypes they're going to roll in with it to the next convention, right? So there's so many ideas out there that if they maybe yours isn't ultimately that special, and they'll just grab somebody else's and run with it. That's the
Yeah.
nature of where you're at. And
Yeah.
it's not so different than writing or music or anything.
Absolutely. Yeah. Do y'all have images on here? No. You need to put more images on your BGG listing. But yeah, so that is
Oh,
Supercollider at 2 players. I have to say, it was really good at 2 players. I quite enjoyed that. I feel like it's probably going to be more strategic at 2 players, and then at a higher count, it's going to be more chaotic and more tactically.
yeah, when you get up to the higher player counts, sometimes you'll get a board that has 6 or 7 cards on it, and the person comes and they're just like trying to figure out not which card to play, because maybe they only have 1 or 2 options forced into it, but they actually have 4 or 8 options depending on how they spin that thing,
Mm-hmm.
and they're trying to figure out how to like, can I win this trick and also flip over 4 cards right
Yeah, which is fun. Do you ever feel like you need a little token to say, okay, the next card is going here? Because when you play a card, it changes the whole board.
Yes, so we are actually going to include a card to represent that token for people
Okay,
that like
good.
want to track where the progress of the trick is.
Yeah.
So it's not on this board, but we did talk.
Okay, good. Because I was like, oh, I felt like we needed it. Even at a two-player game, it was getting really kind of cool and messed up everything. But now, yeah. Okay, that's good. So this is going to be a complete card game only, which is very nice. Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
We originally we wanted it to be 54 cards, exactly. But the more we dipped into it, I'm like, this needs to be more cards because there's stuff we can do. And originally it was also like the traditional poker card, right? Which is
Mm,
like, the long and the short edge.
yeah.
And we had the modifiers coming off of each side. But the problem is like people just want to like also do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they don't want to just like have two orientations. They want to have four orientations. And we're like, all right, fine, they're square.
There is other games like Cat Rescue from Sunrise Tornado also started with the regular poker cards and then changed it to square
Mhm.
just to make it a little bit easier for the sliding and placement and stuff. So there is
Yep.
some square cards. But yeah, I think also when you get the first prototypes, check the pointiness of the corners because that also changes how you want to handle the cards,
Hmm.
especially when you have a whole bunch of them in your hand. But that was really good. I enjoyed that. That is Super Collider. It is currently on Kickstarter. The link is in the description of the video or in the chat from Valor Mountain Games. Go check it out. There's two other games in this Kickstarter as well, so you can get one or two or all three of them. I at the towards the end of the Kickstarter with after Gen Con, I will be joined by Chris Lawrence, who did Super Groves. So that's going to be Growing Groves, I have to say. Growing Groves. So that's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to do something similar and show that off. And then last push to remind you to back these card games, which is really fun. I like now, like there's a push for smaller card games, which is at a more reasonable price point, and it's easier to store and take around with you. So that's really
Yep.
awesome as well. Yeah.
We really
So,
can't understate like the influence that the Tokyo game market has had on
yeah.
the US market. Like a lot of publishers are going to the Tokyo game market and like the design sensibilities in Japan is often like that smaller box. And they like card games a lot too. So there's a lot of those that have made it back over here and it's definitely influenced like what publishers are looking for. That and the trick take as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in Japan they have less storage space as well, so
Yep.
it's much crowded. So they definitely want to do that smaller, and a lot of them are independent publishers. So they are doing card games because it's a lot cheaper to actually produce and manufacture at a smaller scale as well. So that's wonderful. But thank you everyone for joining. Let's go over to this screen. If you want to, please go ahead and follow the Kickstarter. If you like this game, go check it out and maybe back it. And you can also go check out Dirtle Games' other games on dirtlegames.com. Check them out on Instagram as well. And Darren's Instagram is also, what is it called? It is Cardboard Hustle
Also,
on Instagram. You can go check that out. But he says he doesn't have a lot of games on there. I think there are games. You just talk
I do post
about other
I do
things as
post
well.
games from time to time. I also
Yeah,
post other random stuff.
yeah.
When Halloween comes around, I will watch 31 horror movies and I'll
A
post them as I
fun.
watch them and give them all ratings and like a short review. So it's some people actually I think just follow me just for that.
That's fun. I have a
Um,
lot of
but
friends that like horror movies, and I don't. Like, there's the Cribbage and More Discord talks about horror movies and horror
yeah,
books all the time. So,
do that.
uh,
I would like to recommend one horror movie
okay,
that you can watch even though you're
okay.
not necessarily a horror movie fan. I'm going to tell you this movie and you need to promise me that you will not look up anything about the movie.
Oh
You'll
no.
just go watch it. Okay?
Okay,
You'll be greatly pleasantly surprised by it. It's called One Cut of the Dead.
okay. Let me
Japanese.
look it up.
Yep. At least look at a picture of it. Don't read anything about it. It's a
Okay,
Japanese movie, and I like to watch it with in Japanese with the subtitles. That's how I prefer to do it. I've done
okay.
this recommendation to a bunch of people before, even if they don't like horror movies. They absolutely love this thing. It's totally worth watching. Same goes for everybody who's watching on the stream. Like you should just watch it. It's just a delight to watch.
Kima says don't do it. Japanese horror films are weird. I have.
They are. They absolutely
Yes,
are.
you are completely correct. And
Every
they're
time I watch one, I'm
so
just like, "Are
scary.
you okay, Japan? Like, are you all right?" But this
Yeah.
is not one of those. This is not one of those.
Okay, it does say horror comedy, so it might be okay. I just don't like jump scares.
Oh, you'll be fine. I will
Like,
say it is the
uh-huh.
movie's like 90 minutes long, 97 minutes long or whatever, and I tell people I'm like, you need to watch it and not be on your phone. Don't be distracted. Just lock in and watch it because every scene in this movie has a payoff. Like,
Okay.
and you won't even get them all the first time. Like, you won't get them till the fifth time you watch, and you'll pick up on something.
Oh,
So
okay. Very
totally
interesting.
worth it.
Yeah. Who watches movies and sits on their phone? Everyone, Kimma. Everyone nowadays.
So many.
So many people. Yeah, yeah. I might have to like just have John and Jose on, and we'll watch it together. That might be then I can focus if we're together and watching it, because they love horror movies and horror books, the
Totally,
horror genre.
totally worth it. So
Yeah.
it was. I have never been. Well, that's probably exaggeration, but like I was watching it, and I've never like been less sure of the direction a movie was going in. That was one of.
So it's
I'm like, I have no
chaos.
idea what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
not what
always
you expect. At so
okay.
many turns.
Okay. Because I'm always afraid after watching The Ring. I was like, no, Japanese horror is not for me. But I watched
Not
it. Okay, literally, you know how people sit and there's cushions behind the couch? They sit in front of the
hmm
cushions. So there's someone sitting, the cushions. I'm sitting in between the cushions and the back of the couch. And then I'm peering through my fingers and I have my ears plugged. That's how I was able to watch The Ring. That's how much I
I mean,
don't like horror movies.
that means it was good, right? So like when I was in middle school, the first
Mhm.
scary movie I watched was ever was Night of the Living Dead, like
Oh,
black and
okay.
white on VHS.
Yeah.
I'm at a friend's house. It's a sleepover. There's like 3 or 4 of us. We're watching it in the TV on his bedroom, and like we're sitting there. It's like 1 a.m. and it's the summer. Like the window's open, like the wind is blowing in, like the curtains are moving, and like I'm watching zombies eat people for the first time in my life. It was like the scariest experience I've ever had.
Did y'all even sleep? Y'all didn't even...
I no, I did not. I did not sleep. I did
No.
not sleep, and that thing was like made in like the late '60s.
Yeah.
Scared me to death.
Oh. Well, Kimma, we can be in the moment when we're playing a game because most people are not on the phone when we're playing a game. Um, Mary Canada says medieval theme zombie story, Knights of the Living Dead. The pun.
Oh, that's a good one.
That
That's
is
a good one.
funny. That's funny. Yeah. Okay. I will if I can get them to watch this with me. I will watch it with them, but I don't want to watch it
Okay.
alone. Yeah.
All right. That's
Yeah.
fine. You
Yeah.
watch it, and then you tell me how much you loved it. That's how we go.
Yes. Darren, are you gonna be on any other stream or podcast that you want to promote right now?
I am. I was recently on the Dice Camera Action podcast.
Yes.
I think I'm on the most recent episode. It was about trick-taking games, the Jekyll and Hyde trick-taking games, and then we talked a long time about the movie Obsession. So if you have 3 hours of your life you need to fill, like you should tune into that podcast. And I'm trying to set up a couple other ones during this, so hopefully Tabletop Submarine and Tabletop Express if we make the scheduling.
Yes. Awesome. I'll put the link into the chat as well for everybody. Uh, Kima says, so Darren, when do you go to the beach? That's true. Jason's at the beach. So when do you get to go to the beach?
I mean, hopefully I'll get to
Oh, Justin,
go this
sorry.
winter. So I
No,
typically try to
Jason.
take vacations in the winter. So
Oh, smart.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like going to the Maya Riviera. So hopefully I'll get back.
Okay. Yeah. And it is Jason. I was right. Okay, okay. Mary
It
Candace
is
says,
Jason.
pondering if Gen Con's worth the 350 a night. Probably a not. No.
There's nothing else like it. Nothing else like Jenga.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to see me, then maybe it's worth it. No, just kidding. But yeah.
No, I mean they should put that like on the front of Gen Con's webpage. Like, come see Amanda. It's worth the money.
Yes. Oh my god. Kima says after the Kickstarter. Yes, it has to be after the Kickstarter. The Kickstarter is going through the summer. And then, so you'll never have a Kickstarter during winter because you want to have your vacations.
I mean, if I have control over it.
That's true.
I often don't have control over it. I can tell you one of my games is going to Kickstarter February, March of next year. And so if you like logic and deduction games like Logic and Lore, and Sherlock game is afoot, another one in that family. Logic, we call them the Dirtleduction series. So if you like that sort of thing, be up early 2027.
Yes, yes. American has been to Gen Con at least 6 times already. You haven't come and seen me, sir. Kima says, yeah, 350 is a lot of games you could buy. Or 4. Technically, Kima, it could be only 4 games. With the way Kickstarters are going right now.
I mean, if you look at like that maximum chrome sitting behind you, I don't know what that goes for, but I think that's like 2 maximum chromes and an extra set of dice.
Yeah. That is true. The FOMO is part of the YOLO. Oh, Legends has a store in Hawaii called Dirtle Zone. You have to go to Dirtle Zone now.
That's on a list. that exists. So for those who don't know, like dirtle is like an old magic term. And like to dirtle is to move your chips and cards around a lot and do a lot of things, but actually accomplish very little. And so that's why we just like the word and we decided to go with it.
Yep. Kima says, Ringoyo from Paverson Games. Yes, it's 120. Yeah. Well, Paverson Games does big games too with a lot of stuff, and then also the exchange rate. Ugh. Yeah, like I said, 350 doesn't get you as many games as you might think sometimes. Americana says, I suppose I could spend 350 on the 10th anniversary of Ticket to Ride. It costs $350 now? God.
I believe it.
Yeah. Crazy.
I mean, won't 350 get you like 19 and a half Supercolliders? And wouldn't that be a great way to spend your $350?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Some copies are cracking 500? That's crazy. Now you're looking at your copy of the 10th anniversary of Ticket to Ride and maybe thinking of selling it off.
I mean, it's amazing how much you'll end up paying for stuff. Like I have, here we go. Let me grab this. Like this is a Japanese version
Rumble
of
Nation.
Rumble Nation.
Yeah.
And this was hard to find for a while, so I found a guy who picked one up in Japan and brought it back. And now I think it's like $35 or something, but like this was way more than $35. I didn't even have all the rules in English.
Oh, I backed it on Kickstarter because my friend turned me on to it like before that Kickstarter, the Let's Coffee Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we got a bunch of it on Kickstarter. But yeah, once it's hard to find, I mean, but that's a very good game too. So that is very good.
I like it a lot. Yeah, not a lot of good area control games that take like play through.
Yeah, Kima says deluxe editions of stuff need to make the base game. I don't want premium stuff. You just want to play a game and make it affordable. Yeah, but we're collectors. We don't play games. We collect them. Then we maybe.
I know on Kickstarters, like 80% of the revenue comes from the deluxe editions.
Quite
like
true.
People want them deluxe editions. Yeah.
That's how they fund the base game. Yeah, exactly.
It is. So deluxe editions can be a little dangerous because like let's say you're doing your Kickstarter and like you sell 200 deluxe editions. Well, now you aren't really getting any like economies of scale when you go to manufacture it, right? So you're kind of just paying the worst price possible to manufacture that game. So they can be a little dangerous for a publisher.
Yeah. I guess that's why some of them number them, right? And then they have a limit, and then you see on the Kickstarter, like, you only have a limit of them to get, and so then people want to get it. Yeah. Yep. Kima says, listen, I love acrylic bits as much as the next person, but I think they would sell more if they didn't do it in the super deluxes. Yeah. Or metal coins. But they have to do it in super deluxes or else it's not affordable to make. And also, And I have heard of a couple of Super Deluxe games that was like, oh, that took all of the money to
Yep.
make the Super Deluxes. Now we don't have money to print a retail version of this, right?
hmm
So,
Yep. That's the danger of those. Like,
yeah.
if a publisher's going to do one, they got to make it really attractive, like to the point where people don't want the other one. That way they can afford to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's also fun. It's fun to see them. Like that Kickstarter I was talking about next year. Like they said they're going to do a deluxe version. I never considered that they would do a deluxe version. I'm like, wow, I really want that deluxe version now. I'm glad I don't have to pay for it. Like,
Yes. Yeah. And there's that secondary market where people are making upgraded bits, right, for the base
yeah,
game, which decreases the cost on the publisher as well.
yeah, you should totally do it. There's a ton of 3D printed options out there. As soon as the game drops, like be making designing 3D stuff for it. That's a pretty economical way to get those bits.
Yeah. And I like how some publishers actually put the 3D print files as part of the
hmm
Kickstarter. So,
Yep,
really helps.
I like that. I like any game that has like factions or something in the game. Like I always think it's a classy move if they just put up like a template. Like
Yeah.
here's the template. You can make your own faction. Like put your own little artwork in there, write your own little stuff on there, and make your own faction. Unmatched does that really well.
Mm-hmm. Agree.
There is a
Agree.
website, unmatched.cards. And at
Oh.
unmatched.cards, you can make your own deck and you can export it and you can play it in TTS. And I don't know how many decks are on there now, probably over 10,000. But that has
Hmm.
grown to be a community of, well, different kinds of players, like very competitive players do that. Players who really want to do fan content get into it. Like that's how I got into it. That's what the first thing I designed was an expansion for Unmatched.
Oh, that's
And they
cool.
just made it easy to do and they build up that base. So now every time they come up with another Unmatched, like it's the next big thing that everybody in that fandom wants to grab.
Yes, yes. Yeah. Kima says meeple stickers you can buy on Etsy, absolutely, but I hate stickering those things. Hate it. Let's see. Darren, is there a TT mod? Okay, is there a TTS mod for that too for Lorcana?
Oh, is there a TTS mod for Lorca? Actually,
There
no, I
is
would
a
not be.
TTS mod for locked. Oh,
Oh, there is. Okay. I'm like,
you can. Oh,
Disney has so much money. I figured they'd have a dedicated platform to play digital Lorcana.
yeah. I think isn't there a digital Lorcana app or no? But Kim
Oh,
is saying you can import decks and playtest them.
oh, that's
Is
fun.
that an official Lurkana TTS or is it fan made Lurkana TTS?
Almost guaranteed it's fan made.
I know.
Some,
They
yeah,
now, yeah.
some
Uh,
publishers will release official TTS mods. Some won't, but
yeah.
Disney probably doesn't care. They're way above that.
Oh no, 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 no. Disney comes for the little people. I've seen it multiple times. Kima says they do now. They cease and desist the fan made one. Okay, so they made a
Okay,
official
they did
TTS
do it.
mod. Yeah, because
Okay.
there were too many fan made ones. Okay. Interesting. So do you get to see if someone plays your TTS mod on the back end? Like, can you see how many people play your TTS mod or no?
Um, I don't know. I do have some posted up there. I never actually bothered to dip into like any stats on them.
Yeah,
So
I'm just wondering.
maybe,
Huh. Yeah.
yeah. So like I do. So the table we're on here, like that is an unpublished table. So like it is through. You can find it if you know the number to type on in TTS. You can find it, but it's not public. It's unlisted. I think what it is.
Yeah. I mean, people do put it onto Steam, right? If you search the game on Steam and then it'll have the
Yep.
TTS mod, you can subscribe to it. Yeah. No, I don't think that's the don't tell people that's the number, man, Canada. We don't know if that's the number.
It's a little dangerous to do, right? Because
No.
do you remember the situation with Kelp and how like pirated copies of Kelp came out before Kelp came out?
Oh yeah, but that's an
Remember
Amazon
that?
problem too, right?
Right. But if you put your TTS mod out there, you've also just put all of the assets for that mod into the wild, and somebody can grab those things.
That
So
is
like
not.
anytime there's been a few times I've dealt with some stuff that's a little more sensitive, and I have just put like a very aggressive watermark every where it might matter, right? Like I don't
Yeah.
think anybody's grabbing Super Collider to do like copies, but um, there's other games where maybe they did, and I put a very annoying watermark all over everything. It's fine if people complained. I don't care. It's like we're not making it easy to make rip-off copies.
But then also there's those things that now AI can just erase watermarks too.
Yeah. Yeah, this Jason actually bought a copy of Agent Avenue. I don't know, have you played Agent Avenue? It's really
Yeah.
solid,
Yeah.
enjoyable, yeah. And like he got to looking at his copy, 100% pirate copy.
Oh
It was
no.
yeah. He
Did
ended up
he?
with a pirate one.
But he didn't. He bought it on Amazon, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, I think so. He
Yeah.
bought it somewhere that felt legitimate.
Oh.
And so he ended up buying an actual copy when he got the chance.
That's the scary part about Amazon buying games on Amazon is that you don't know if it's legitimate, even if it's under the store name of like the store, or we were talking about Grandpa Bet's the store. You have to really
Yeah.
be careful of who's actually selling it, right? And there's so many pirate copies and so many like they just put it up there, but then you don't get the game at all. You get just random bits, and it's very scary nowadays.
Mm.
So I think Grandpa Beck's does sell mainly on Amazon, but I was like, do they sell through their website too, right?
Yeah, they definitely do.
But you don't get the
And they
free
are
shipping.
yeah. They're in stores as well.
Yeah,
But yeah. If you really
yeah.
want to support your favorite game publishers, if you buy direct from their website, that's where they're going to make.
That yeah, they're gonna
I
get
hate
the
I hate to
highest.
say that because I like friendly local game stores as well, but that's the truth.
I would say yeah. If you want them the highest margin of profit, definitely buy direct. Uh, but if you want to, like the game store is good, especially if they buy directly from the publisher instead of going through a distributor. Then everyone gets a little bit more profit that way as well. Um, it's hard with online stores doing all the discounts though. But another way you can support is if you go to a con and sometimes the booths will give a discount on Sunday, and then you can directly buy and still get a discount on the games. So there is that. Yeah, there's a lot. Oh, there's a lot of pirated copies of Terraforming Mars. So scary nowadays. So scary. But yeah, this was fun, man. It's great chatting with you. I had
Yeah,
a
thanks
great
for having
time.
me on.
Yeah, and Super Collider is a really fun trick taking game with combos and twists and turns and chaos. So please go check it out. Next week, I will be back on Tuesday. We'll do a little Bonds VGA. I just got an influx of games due to Gen Con. And when I get back, I'll have another a bunch of games for y'all as well. And then I'll be gone for 2 weeks. So right after Tuesday, I'll be heading to San Diego Comic Con, and then I'm flying out. I'm coming back Sunday of San Diego Comic Con, and then I'm flying out Tuesday to Gen Con, and then I won't be back until Monday. So you'll see me in 2 weeks after Gen Con. But if you're going to San Diego Comic Con or Gen Con, please stop by, say hi to me. I would love that. Christopher says I always get games on Amazon. Make sure it's the right company. Yes, that is very true. But yeah, so where is Darren's stream? Darren does not stream. He's gonna be on a bunch of podcasts though. But if you want to see what games he's working on, go to Dirtle Games Instagram, or you can go to his Instagram directly
Yep.
as well. So
Go to dirtlegames.com. If you actually want to learn some Super Collider, we have on our website under Dirtle Digital, you can play Super Collider. So
yes,
you can play it against bots. You can't play with other people. That's not in there yet, but you can play some games of it. Um, and the bots are actually okay. So you'll get at least an okay competition out of them
so
when you play. So you get a handle for the game, and it handles all the counting and stuff like that.
it looks like there's a TTS deck builder too. But here's the digital
Yeah,
warning: math
yeah.
and science are required.
Yeah, if you like are on a Mac and you do a lot of TTS work, like that TTS deck builder is kind of helpful because like Mac doesn't have that built-in tool that's really handy. So that's like a
Mm.
super niche tool that like 4 people in the country really.
Yes. Thanks for being here, Slivers. Hi, 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 hi. Bye, 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 bye. Good to see you. But yes, so we're gonna go ahead and sign off. Let me go check because on Twitch we raid and share our community, our viewers, with a different Twitch stream. So let me just check who we're gonna raid real quick. It looks like Board Gamer Steph is on, so we might as well raid them. They're playing all the games. Bread for Kids is on. What is Bread for Kids? Bread for Kids. They are playing tabletop games for sick and injured children. Oh, that's lovely. And it looks like they're playing some kind of a polyomino game. Um, it looks like I might not be able to raid them. We're not following each other. So I'm going to give them a shout out. So you can open up another tab. There we go. And support them as well. So we'll go ahead and raid into Board Gamer Stuff. About to play the Big Apple. And yeah, go check out Supercollider. Go check out the Kickstarter. Go check out Dirtle Games. And if you're at Gen Con, go to Where Giraffe Games and go say hi to Darren and my brain. Jason. Oh my gosh, Jason.
And if you see me, you can just say hi and
Hello. Yes.
just act like you know me really, really well, and then I'll just absolutely lose my mind trying to figure out where I know you. Great.
I will be masked up too, so you'll have the double problem of, oh wait, I only see your eyes. Who are you again?
Oh man.
Oh, they're playing Bloku. Oh, what a classic game. But yeah. Yes. Thank you everyone for joining. We're gonna start that raid. Please give them a lot of love. And I will see you on Tuesday, everybody. Thank you once again, Darren, for joining us. This has been such a great time.
Thank you.
And hopefully you'll be back for some of your other games as well.
There's more in the works, so hopefully we're back to do this again.
Yes. Okay, everybody, stay cool, stay hydrated, stay safe. Bye, everybody.